When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Monday morning as we are live here from our Southern Regional Medical Center studio. Shout out to the team here at SRMC. You see the logo, that beautiful logo right there. 4 letters, 2 words, 1 choice for your medical care, because it is your choice where you go for your medical care, and Southern Regional Medical Center should be that choice. We appreciate SRMC taking great care of us and housing Tingle & Co. brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel brings you our show every single day. You see that FanDuel logo spinning in the top left-hand corner. Every single day our show is brought to you by FanDuel. Opening up that big, beautiful blue app, logging back in, and seeing what they got going on. Of course, not too much going on in the athletic world, but MLB baseball, you can, of course, put in some picks for today. You've got WNBA, you've got golf, you've got tennis, all going on. And then you can, of course, prepare yourself for college football, which is right around the corner. It starts now. This month. We are officially in August, the month that college football kicks off. I tell you what, for there to be an off season where LSU baseball doesn't really make a run, it has still gone by relatively quickly to get back to college football.
The man is unbelievable. Oh, God. Talk about vengeance is a dish best served cold. Well, how about if I just never stop cooking?
Amen.
He's been cooking since they said this is over. He's
In
like,
Fuego.
well, yeah, well, how about I'm about to sure and a moosh boosh, and then now we get a full.
It's an off-season for all of us.
Yes.
Not an off-season for Jay Johnson.
It's been the menu for everyone else.
Yes.
And we just got our double cheeseburger. What a gift.
And literally.
Thank you, Cleveland, our guardian.
Yeah.
What a bunch of idiots. I'm gonna talk. People sign for this much. No, I'm not.
Hey, Jay
He
said
won't.
it
He won't leave.
when he was on mic'd up with you guys. He was like, he sat and he looked at these recruits. He said, pick your number and stick to it. And you've seen what happens
Jay,
when
just
that
give me a
happens.
number. I don't have anything to stick to.
Yes.
Flapping in the wind.
But I tell you what,
Cool.
it's been nice to see. It is the off season has flown by, and I think that's just because of how much there's been for us to talk about. From LSU football's off season with the hiring of Kiffin and everything that's transpired, to the men's basketball off season with the hiring of Will Wade and that storyline. Then of course what Jay Johnson, like Lloyd's alluding to, what he's done this off season, which just never stopped. Still to this point, been awesome to see. And we'll, of course, talk about all that this morning. But, boys, LC, CC, Christian, Lloyd, how are we doing, fellas?
Good. One thing we won't have to talk about in the near future will be Major League Baseball.
That's true.
They just seem to sign still deliver their own fate, and the Dodgers don't seem to care.
And look, I'm not that mad about this move because it's a trade and not an offseason signing, because this is the thing. Screwball probably signs with the Dodgers this offseason anyways. So what this does is at least waters it down a little bit to say, hey, the Tigers got something back out of the deal. It reminds me a little
You
bit
get a
of
35-year-old reliever.
it reminds me a little bit of it's the Pelicans and the Lakers with the AD trade. Like, you knew Anthony Davis was going to sign with the Lakers that offseason if you don't move him. And so you end up just shipping him off to where he wants to go, and at least you got something back.
Yeah,
But it is-
nobody else competed to even offer him
Of
because
course
he's
not.
going to sign for $800 million
Right.
to play in Los Angeles,
The Dodgers
and they
the only
can
chance.
they just be like, oh, we defer all of that money to later.
Oh, we're gonna
Just
just,
watch the
we're
Savannah
gonna
Bananas
back
all
end all of
year.
it.
Get unbelievable. This
no,
is,
like
this
their
is Ippei's fault.
their their starting rotation was Screwball to Yamamoto to Shohei to Snell. Like,
Yeah, that's fun.
What are we
How many
doing?
games do you have to win in a game? The best of 7?
What's their record?
Yep. Thank you.
What's their record?
Undefeated now.
Like, can they use Skewball to like do
Cue
better?
ball. You know what his best pitch is? Like
Screwball.
they did, yeah. What they
Yeah.
did in Major League Baseball, they did screwball.
Yep.
it's unbelievable.
Which
It
is,
really
it
is
just shows
crazy.
the farce of what it is. Like once
Right.
they allowed the real, I don't know if you know this. The real kicker to this is the Dodgers are the only team in Major League Baseball that doesn't have to do a revenue share with their major market of where they get their
Nice.
revenue dollars, which is from TV. So it's like what Texas did when they had the Longhorn Network,
Right.
but they couldn't do any revenue. Like it didn't go to the team yet.
Yeah.
It didn't go to the players. This goes directly to the bankroll. So if you had the Longhorn Network right now and you had rev share and they didn't have any rev to share, that
Yeah.
would be like a real problem.
Right.
And
They'd
so
have a-
thank God they gave up on that.
They'd have
and
a
stop
freaking
running
bank.
they didn't have anybody. All they showed was the Rose Bowl from 2006.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we don't have much.
It would be crazy if they had
That would have been a
right now.
problem. Or
Yeah.
Tiger Vision ahead of its time.
LesMiles.net.
Still up for debate. If you want it, you can go to Dubai.
You can.
Get all tugged on.
But good morning and welcome in this morning. Happy to kick off the month of August here. It is the month of college football. As college football will kick off at the end of this month. You are 33 days away from LSU football and that first home game, that long-awaited first home game, as Lane Kiffin will lead the Tigers out of the tunnel for the first time on September 5th against Clemson. 33 days away. 33. What's the first player that pops into your head? 33?
Adams.
Yep.
Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams. Well, freshman Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, nice.
Outside of football, Shaq.
Yep, Shaq, of course. What else? Who else is a legendary third? Trey Palmer.
One return.
One return.
That's all it takes is one.
You only need one.
I keep seeing that video pop up on YouTube.
Can't escape it.
I can't watch it.
Of course
The
not.
one making fun of, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
The one
yeah.
that's- I lived it.
I mean, Jeremy Hill.
Yes, that's a great one.
What else? Who else is some 33s? The 33 is a sneaky good number.
Who are some linebackers? Like, who are we missing in the defense?
Wes Weeks.
There we go. Okay.
33 for you.
Who else? Who was
Couple
before
of-
him?
Couple of good 33s.
Jamal
I mean, Jamal is
Yeah.
the 33. Jeremy Hill
is the 33 before the
was
33.
the 33 before Jamal, and then Odell Beckham's freshman year 33 was fire. And then he drops 1 3.
He shit 30 and ended up 3.
There you go. How about the pictures of him and Malik
Ooh.
at Giants OTAs?
They move very similarly, huh?
And it's just, you know how cool it is to look
I'm
at.
convinced.
And they've got Odell in 3, not 13.
Yeah.
And it looks awesome.
I'm convinced Odell's going to be good.
Oh, every time he
Like,
lines it up.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's
they
not.
look the same.
He's not going to be
Well, I
good.
don't- yeah, I
he
mean-
might get hurt again. He's not.
But
gonna
I'll
be
never
good.
bet against him.
But he's going to be good.
Give me anybody 1 rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough to take anybody but Odell. Like, and then it could be.
Yeah.
He was going to win Super Bowl
He
MVP,
was going to win Super Bowl MVP.
which we bet on, courtesy
We
of our
did.
friends at FanDuel.
Malik looks healthy as well. And Malik looks great, like physically in the uniform. Malik looks like he spent a good bit of time in that weight room and looks extremely healthy. So it was nice to see those two LSU Tigers just flexing on a little wide receiver you right there. But good to be back here in studio to kick off the week. As fall camp gets started this week as well for LSU football, we should find out the official media availability opportunities this today to know what the end of this week looks like. Wyatt is, of course, out. He's on vacation, soaking in the sun at the beach and maybe watching a little bit of Spider-Man
On his
on
phone.
Twitter.
For the second time.
There he is. I mean, looked as cool in the uniform as anyone ever.
Owned it.
100%. Inject it straight into my veins. There's not a lot of players that make you run through a wall quite like Jamal Adams would get you to.
I need Seth Darter to get me those armbands so I can.
Yeah,
wear to the
stiff
game.
arm that, Jake Coker. What are we
What
doing?
full of hope.
I tell you what, it was a exciting time.
I mean, he made
And-
plays.
I mean, that's Kerryon Johnson. That's not a little running back.
And then,
2 bodies.
that's not legal today.
God, that defense was so stacked.
That's a blindside block, huh?
No, but this
You
is a
can't
long
do
time
That was
ago.
clean.
That rule's kind of stupid.
Oh,
Get
this play-
some.
This bowl game, him
It-
and Lenny.
Yeah, let him know what it's like.
Yeah, like,
Welcome to real ball.
yeah. Welcome to the SEC. Still the best conference in the sport. Jamal Adams, days away from LSU football. Cannot wait to get there. Of course, fall camp this
Best
week.
play wasn't on there. The flop.
The flop was a great one.
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
Ball knowledge.
The one block, 2 players going down on the Tre'Davious punt will always be.
Yeah, it's probably
or
on the
Tre'Davious
tombstone.
pick will probably be one of my favorites of all time. But fall camp starts this week. We will continue our position previews ahead of fall camp to kind of lay out the storylines before fall camp so we can revisit ahead of the season after we've watched them through a full practice circuit. Today will be defensive line, so we'll talk about that defensive tackle room as well as those edge rushers. But where I want to start, Lloyd, you alluded to it at the beginning of the show. I want to start with Jay Johnson and what he pulled off. What was your reaction when you saw the official news announced that Logan Schmidt's an LSU Tiger?
Well, it really just came down to at what point do you look at it in totality and go, especially if you have Jay in your ear, which I'd imagine he was, like,
Right.
trying to, and whatever he has that conversation with. Like
Persuade.
You said, yes, whenever you have, like, look, you had a number, you stuck to it. You've already done the hard part, which is turning down Major League Baseball.
Right.
In what world, when you look at it and obviously being able to have the benefit of hindsight, of, like, why would you go play JUCO baseball for even a year and just go waste away and do what? Like, go back and do the Major League draft again and hope you get to your number?
I don't think
Sure.
the number changes. if
No,
you
it
go to
doesn't.
JUCO.
But now you, like, when you look at it and just, like, the bigger picture of what's happened at LSU baseball and what's happened to people that have gone there and how much it's changed their lives, where you can go from he's a second-round pick. There's people that have been mentioned to be second-round picks out of high school that signed with LSU and ended up being second picks. And so when you look at it in totality
Right.
and what LSU there's a spot for you. Not a position player, and to have a spot as a pitcher, and in whatever role that is you carve out as a freshman, you really don't have to put that pressure on yourself because you can do it as a sophomore and as a junior. And that's
And then you can be the
really
first overall
setting
pick.
yourself up to be like, he's the most dominant pitcher in college baseball. You might go top 5.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to see like this kind of bear fruit in terms of it's not an easy decision.
No chance.
Like if he had his mind made up clearly to go play Major League Baseball, and the quickest route there was JUCO. But if that's not what you want to do and go waste away on playing on, fields that are tilled on by a truck,
Right.
that Poppy's doing, or like you can go do it with Poggi and the mecca of
The best field crew in the world.
college baseball, like it had to be cool to kind of come to the realization, like I'm going to play at LSU.
Yeah.
At some point, once you realize that, like I'm not doing Major League Baseball, why don't I just go do Major League Light?
This is the closest thing to it.
And it's going to be a
It's going to be a
lot of
blast.
fun.
That's the thing, because like you think about it, and it comes down to you're weighing out, like you said, the options. Your focus is professional baseball, right? You've already said no to that because the number wasn't there.
They disrespected you.
So the timeline isn't the most important part, because you had the fastest timeline there is. You could have just said yes. And so that's where the original conversation was the timeline. He wants to be in pro baseball as soon as possible. Well, he had that opportunity. He said no. So then it comes down to, how do I get to the number I want to get to? You don't do that playing junior college baseball. You get to that number by following what Skeens did, what Anderson did. Like, look at what's been laid out before you. You've seen, I mean, look at the last starting lefty that LSU had in Cade Anderson. Came to LSU, had a developmental year, huge offseason, boom, best pitcher in the country, number 3 overall pick, and is about to be slicing and dicing professional hitters very, very soon. I think you're exactly right. Like, you got, once the decision's made, if you're Logan Schmidt, it's got to be like, all right, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm playing on the second biggest stage that there is from a baseball standpoint. There's professional baseball, the show, and then there's the powerhouse of LSU baseball.
It's just, there's not really any guarantee that you get a better offer than the one that you did, and you just become like out of sight, out of mind to me.
Of course.
And so if you're able to go,
Like, I don't think the number changes if you go to JUCO.
but it does. This is the way to change the number.
This is, if you
Because,
want
yeah, go
your
ahead.
raise, this is where you get it.
I just don't know what that would have done for him, and I'm glad that whoever was in his ear, like gave him good information, because I know it. Like even if he didn't go to LSU, if he went anywhere,
Right.
like
right,
this
right.
is more beneficial the way. And lest we talk about where Major League Baseball is right now, you don't
Right.
even know if you're guaranteed to go. So give yourself 3 years to go be like, oh damn, this is all we've watched.
See if Major League Baseball can figure it out in the span you're at.
Right,
LSU.
like I might not have anywhere to go in a year.
Right.
And so college baseball is about to be on a absolute tear, considering of where this thing is going, and to be lefty and throw 97 with 2 bangers.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Because that's the thing, is you've seen already how the draft has shifted. Like, it was, 70% college baseball player last year? Like, why wouldn't you go to college? Like, why would you not go play baseball at LSU when they've already made the decision they are signing college baseball players more so than high school baseball players?
No, you saw it bite LSU last year, where it was you had some like irons in the fire that
Right.
you were hoping to be able to get from the high school ranks onto your team, and it's like, well, there's a couple of teams that do it right, and you see the teams that it's the Braves, it's the Brewers that are, we're going to sign you later, but way above,
Right.
like way above slot. It's
Right.
like you're dangling the carrot for Jay Johnson. He's like, wait, why are you calling me? I thought this is not like to change your flight to Baton Rouge like earlier, right? I'm leaving. They gave
Canceled
me
the flight.
Yeah, it was like I should have signed for 800,000. They gave me 2.5.
Right.
It's like go. I didn't like, but that's the way that some teams are doing it, and this was the exact opposite of that, where the Cleveland Guardians, God bless you, said we're not going to talk to him. We're going to draft him, and not reach his number, and just hope it works out for the best. And he's like, no, I'm not. You should have called me first before you
Right.
picked me. And that's one of the few drafts in which you can do that, to where you're like, I don't have to go. I'm in high school.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the NBA and the NFL. It's not probable. It doesn't happen unless you're really shred and try. But, like, it doesn't happen. So it's like you need to negotiate. You didn't, so you didn't negotiate in good faith. Like, why would I want to go to an organization that didn't respect me enough to even ask me what I wanted? And so we'll go to a place that will probably make it comparable at some point, that this will work out in my favor.
No, I mean, this is as smart of a decision as you can make.
Yeah, very mature young
It's
man.
the second biggest stage to play on at LSU baseball. And in addition to that, it is the opportunity you've seen it laid out in front of you many times to go make that number a little bit higher.
You don't
next
think
time your
Lynn
name
Rollins is
comes
going to boost your draft stock?
Okay, maybe not, but
You
some of the other
Slander.
aspects. Well, he's not hitting home runs. I mean, you don't get the
Oh,
clip of
but you can still get a good
kiss
old
that
Lynn
baby
Rollins.
goodbye.
You can get old Lynn Rollins line. when
pucker
they-
up that strikeout mitt.
You can throw that fry through an onion ring. What was
There you
it?
go. Yeah, that,
Tater
that's-
tot
You can
through
say,
an onion.
there
you
it
can say
is.
whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, that's how he does it. But no, it was a huge announcement, and it's just furthering
That's as fast as a tick on a hot tin roof
and furthering the
in June.
impressive offseason by Jay Johnson, just dominating the sport of college baseball.
Anything else up the sleeve?
I'm not going to say no
You got the 5th year.
because it's beyond impressive the job he's done and the roster he's put together. I'm going to run through some of the names on this roster. As this is now, 7 top 100 guys? This is the highest rated high schooler that LSU's been able to bring in. In the outfield, you've got Bino Waters, Jason Wax. Is it Angel or Angel Laya?
Angel.
It's whatever he
Angel?
wants it to be.
Angel Laya, William Patrick, Nate Davis, and Malachi Washington. Those two last names that I said, Davis and Washington, both big time gets from the high school ranks. And in the infield, you have Dawson Park, Stephen Milam, Cade Curlin, Jack Ruckert, John Pearson, Parker Lowe, Jordan Martinez, and Luke Tucker. Those last three, of course, big names out of high school. And at first base, you've got Mason Braun, Dominic Santorelli. And, of course, you've got Omar Cerna, Kate Aaron Beatty, Eddie Yaman catching. Pitching, you've got Kason Evans, William Schmidt, Cooper Moore, Landon Hood. Whew! Those are 4 pretty good names to start off that right-handed pitching. Evan Schmidt, Moore, Hood, Reagan Rickens, Zion Theophilus, Diego Velasquez, Caden Smith, Colton Brady, Cooper Sides, Colby Stringer, Braden Wisner. And then from the left side, you've got Ethan Plaw, Cooper Williams, Danny Lockenmeyer, Jonah Ice.
Jonah Ace.
Ace, is that how you say it?
It's going to be.
There you go. Lucas Naraki, Braxton Beatty, Braden Cupid, and number 40, the latest addition, Logan Schmidt. Half of those lefty arms are true freshmen coming in from the high school ranks. We'll be excited to see how many of them can step up and answer the call, because I think the call will be made. I've got hope and trust in the development of those 4 names at the top of that list. Of course, in guys like Cooper Williams, Ethan Plaw, Danny Lockenmeyer. But can these young guys step up and fill a role that might be needed? I'll be excited to see. But that is a pretty good roster.
Yeah,
I
it
say
is.
so myself.
It is unfair to put like the pressure of like Logan Schmidt, automatic weekend starter, but he does have that potential.
Right.
But this does give you the flexibility of
Because those 4 names at the top of the righties are all starting level guys as well.
right. And now like that's who you would pencil in as 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Evan Schmidt, Cooper Moore. Hopefully he get like. It was like you have to get healthy.
Yeah.
Now that gets some flexibility. Kason Evans, maybe you don't have to be a starter. I don't know where you end up in terms of what's best for LSU baseball,
Right.
and you'll see who picks up and puts it down as to where you're best suited to help LSU. And I think Kason Evans has starter stuff, but it was just such a luxury to have him out the pen and be that extended guy that could be, all right, bring him in the 5th and you can get to the 9th. And that's not something that everybody has in the country. And I still think that is very much pro baseball potential where people will see it and maybe you can become a starter in the big leagues. I know everybody wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it will have to be at some point, like, would you rather, like, try to do something and it be an effort every time or do something that you're really good at?
Right.
We'll see, because I do think, like, look, he's got, as Jay says, you can get better.
Yeah.
And I think Kason Evans, that was a good test case of what it was like to be kind of thrust into the Friday night role of, like, this is your job. And I don't think he did poorly, but I don't think it was Friday night ace stuff from an LSU starter that you've seen in the past, but that doesn't mean he can't have it, because that was tough, especially when you had really nothing behind you defensively, aside from one who's back.
Oh, yeah.
And you will see this kind of lineup play itself out, because they are, make no bones about it. Like, we said it last year, and that was more based off of graphics that we saw of, like, oh, the number whatever ranked transfer. Fun. And I think we all learned a valuable lesson of baseball is very hard to predict.
Right.
This feels a little bit different.
Well, it's all about what's the level that they're coming from, right? You're
Right.
not taking mid-major guys. Like you went and got pitchers from Gonzaga and USC, and then on the field you got a guy from Oregon and Notre Dame. Like you went and got guys that have played in the Power Four conferences. Like you went and added pieces that are going to be legit. And Jay did what Jay does. He stacks the deck to put pressure on who? Or who?
Himself.
On Jay Johnson. The pressure's on Jay Johnson to press the right button, to pull the right string, to put the right guy in the right spot and allow this team to win. Cannot wait for baseball to get here. But
Iron
before
Man
that,
1 and Iron Man 3 are very different.
they are.
Got a lot of suits. That might deploy all
I had
of
the
them.
one that I built with some scraps.
Uh-huh.
And then
Jacob Berry.
in the third suit, he presses
First round pick.
presses one button, and he's got 50 Iron Man suits flying in to save the day. Jay Johnson has built a monster already at LSU, and this season.
And it's unfortunate he didn't address the biggest issue probably with LSU baseball. When are they going to renovate the box? How about sit your ass down and watch?
Just enjoy the show.
Hey, they have a point. You know, we got to get the box renovated. We got to upgrade the outfield. All right.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
I'm worried about upgrading one thing,
I understand.
and it's in right field.
No, I understand. I get it, but you know, both can be
I'm
true.
not worried about
Two things can be true.
Both can
right?
be
Not
true.
all.
Not worried about section 301.
Hey, that's the student section, man.
Can't wait for baseball.
That guy was not a student.
Is that the section we were in that day?
I don't know.
That
was
part
one- I
don't
think
need to
it
be
was 108.
renovated. It's the outfield that needs to be renovated. Their section. Yeah, I mean, that was a game.
That
for
man
sure.
did not go to LSU.
No.
That's on you, Jay.
He was about to go to
for 2
LC.
weeks.
He was about to go to
He's
the
about to
University
go to
of
Southern
Lloyd
Regional
Cornell.
Medical Center.
There you go, SRMC. It's your choice. Make the right one.
North Shore Tech.
Yeah,
Baseball
I played
season,
ball.
Can't wait for it to get here.
at LC.
But before that, there you go. Football's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And football's pretty exciting. Like I said, fall camp gets started this week. Before we get into that, I want to get the thoughts on this eligibility ruling that came down the wire over the weekend. A lot of stuff moving and shaking over the weekend. The Protect College Sports Act seems to got streamlined, and out of nowhere, the Big Ten and the SEC support it and get that thing moving after we talked about it Friday morning, then Friday afternoon. It's like, this is going to make it to the Senate floor this weekend. I was like, okay.
I thought they were going to recess.
Apparently not. But one of the big news announcement, July 31st at 6:01 p.m. This was posted by Sam Ehrlich. Breaking. Judge Charlotte Sweeney of the U.S. District Court of Colorado has granted a class-wide preliminary injunction that requires the NCAA to declare eligible all high school class of 22 athletes who exhausted 4 seasons of eligibility this spring. It says here in the ruling, consistent with the above analysis, plaintiff's motions Rule 23B2 class certification ECF number 20 is granted. Plaintiff's class as proposed in the motion is certified specifically. All persons in the United States who began to play in collegiate sports in the 2022-23 season, competed in NCAA Division I sports, and completed 4 years of eligibility as defined by the NCAA's prior rules by the conclusion of the 25-26 season, and are therefore barred from playing a 5th season due to the NCAA's adoption and immediate implementation of the 5-year eligibility rule. So that was there's some of the legal jargon for you. I love reading that. That's my favorite part about this job. The NCAA's correct. A preliminary injunction is an extraordinary remedy. The exception rather than the rule. U.S. ex-royal citizen ban Potawatomi Indian Tribe of Oklahoma v. Intermanagement Consultants, Inc. 883 F2. Golly, I hate reading legal stuff. This is unbelievable. Basically, the ruling comes down, and what it does is it grants eligibility to the high school class of 2022. So players that graduated from that class who would have been seniors last season now are granted that 5th year. So essentially grandfathered into the 5-for-5 ruling. Is that our judge?
Mm-hmm. The Honorable Charlotte Sweeney.
There you go.
Thought that was Gwen
are now
Stacy.
grandfathered in to that. And then the NCAA responds to said ruling and asks for, guess what they want? A little bit of clarification is what the NCAA asked for. As expected, said Sam C. Ehrlich, the NCAA has filed an emergency motion with Judge Sweeney seeking to clarify the injunction she issued yesterday. As their letter this morning indicated, they want the court to make sure the court is not enjoining any terms of the House settlement. So the NCAA then asks for clarification, and then Judge Sweeney delivers said clarification. She responds to that clarification and says her injunction only grants athletes in the class a 5th year. It does not enjoin transfer rules, roster caps, or rev share caps. So essentially all it does is give them a 5th year of eligibility at the school they're originally enrolled in. It does not change the amount of money that schools can spend or the amount of players schools can have or the transfer rules. They would have had to have entered into the transfer portal prior to be able to transfer schools. I say all that to say
Injunction.
I don't think any of that matters. I think what this does is all of those players are now eligible. You can do whatever you want because if you want to transfer and they tell you no, what do, Lloyd?
Injunction.
Take it to the judge. Like, all you got to do is go get an injunction, transfer to the school you want to play for. If then they deem you ineligible again, what do you do then? You go get another injunction, and then you play.
Because there are so many bylaws now to where you can just find one.
Right.
And because, like you said, some of the factors that they need to meet, it's like you have to be able to be eligible if you were a 5th year at the school you started with, so it would take out JUCO guys, right? Or would it? I don't know. Like, what does that mean for, like, Diego Pavia or Braden Simpson, who put his name back into college baseball? Like, I'd like to use my 5th year. Go, good. Like, that's what it's for. Like, that's good for him.
Yes.
But the other parts of it are, like, there's going to be people that try to skirt the rules, and right now there are any. This just added another layer of, I don't even know how to put it, like, not even of subjectivity that you can just fight and be like, well, I remember judge this ruling versus this ruling. Right. And it just becomes, just let them play.
Just
like, it's not worth pulling your hair out. Yeah, it's like, I'm not doing all that. Go play.
Right. Because that's the thing is all these rulings do are get you prepared for the next ruling. Get you prepared for the next court filing. Get you prepared to read the next document. All it's doing is really allowing us to develop our legal jargon and start to learn some of these words. Injunction, how many times had you said that in your life?
It was
prior
conjunction.
To 2025.
Yeah, I never needed to.
And then how many times have you said it now?
A lot.
Like
Too much to care about.
It's maybe the most popular word in college sports.
You know who likes it the most?
Who's that?
Will Wade.
A little temporary restraining order? Mm-hmm. A little injunction?
Injunction.
Come home. So all this does is, as much as Judge Sweeney says, it's just granting the eligibility, it's allowing the next step to happen. And the next step is going to be more court cases, more filings, more injunctions for more players to be eligible.
And more for the NCAA to go, what happened? I'd like some clarity.
Yeah, clarify for me, please.
Well, we're suing kids that took a $286 flight that you can't play.
Because now, who's to stop? Because it says, look, if you've signed a professional contract, you can't play. Who's to stop practice squad players that didn't get drafted last year to go back to the school they're choosing? Or to go back to the school that they played for? Like, who's that? I mean, who's that going to stop? And so that's going to be the most interesting part. All this did to me, my reaction originally,
Diego Pavia.
was what's the next door after that one? What's the door behind that door? Now that one's unlocked and opened, what's the next one they're running through?
Well, it's the Price is Right. What's behind door number 1? A car. What's behind door number 2? Another car. Like, this is a great game to play.
Right.
I can't lose. And so they just keep opening them up and see what happens, because there's really nothing at this point where, and look, at the root of it, this is what capitalism is. This is, you can't stop somebody from making money.
Right.
At the end of the day, like, until they make a union in college athletics and it becomes, there's a set of rules, whether it be a salary cap or you have, what was it, 5 to play 5?
Right.
And now you get your 5th year back because I didn't have 5. Like, you can go get somebody that has a 5th year that didn't get to use it. Like, if Braden Simpson wanted to come back to LSU.
Right.
Like,
the
if
door
he had
would be
hit
open.
20 homers.
Right.
And he's like, I didn't get drafted. Come on back.
Yeah.
Like, for LSU, like, this could be a good thing, but for everybody in the country, it certainly is good, quote unquote, for college athletics, but it's just becomes clear as mud.
Yeah,
Clear
no,
as
100%.
mud.
Clear as mud. Like, and that's the thing, because the first thing that pops in my head, what does this mean for football? Like, what doors does this open for college football that's about to start? Because this isn't just a baseball ruling, or this is a college athletics ruling, which means that there's now 5th year of eligibility for
everybody.
football players. So what does that mean for programs now that 1,000%, Lane said it many times, lack depth, no longer have the depth they used to have?
LSU needs a corner.
You could use corner depth. You could maybe
Denver Harris, come on down.
could maybe use a guy like Bernard Gooden to come back and play on the interior of that defensive line. A guy who was a senior. I do believe he was a 5th year senior last year. So I don't know if that door really opens.
I got some
but
run.
it's just, those are the conversations that start to happen, right? That's the first name that popped into my head when I was thinking of seniors from last year was Bernard Gooden, because you have an extremely young interior of that defensive line. He was really good. And it was like, well, he didn't get drafted. He was an undrafted free agent, all those things. What does that mean for LSU football? So we'll see what the next door is. All this does to me is say, okay, that door is now unlocked and open. What is the next one that they're going to open up? And there will be more court cases, more filings, more injunctions, and more breaking news coming soon with all of this. Because this was followed up with on Friday as well. These were kind of like bang, bang, both of these things happen. You see that ruling in Colorado, and then you see Ross Dellinger put out the Big Ten and SEC statement from their president and chancellors. The Big Ten Conference and Southeastern Conference support the Protect College Sports Act as currently drafted, following detailed and productive negotiations with Senators Cruz, Cantwell, and Schmidt and their respective staffs. We appreciate the substantial work that has gone into this effort. So Friday morning, we're talking about the PCSA, Protect College Sports Act, and it doesn't seem like this is going to go through. Like, it doesn't seem like this is going to happen. And there is, my dad used to say that there's power in a deadline. Whenever you put a deadline on something, you end up making things happen. Even if you're a procrastinator, right? Even if you're lazy, when there's a deadline, you maybe pick up and you go, you know what? I'll get it done. I don't know how well I'll do it, but I'll get it done before the deadline. That's what this was to me. On Friday morning, it seemed like they had kind of kicked the can around and weren't really doing anything. But then that deadline started to get closer.
The projects do.
And their hands started to get a little sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
Letters already.
And now they support it. Like, that was what it was crazy, because they saw that deadline.
It just seemed like they were so okay with this not happening. So I don't know what happened, as Christian, our sweet young boy, is going into politics. Everything happens behind closed doors at recess, I guess, wherever they made deals at the stroke of midnight, and I don't know what changed, but there was a sweeping decision by both the Big Ten and the Southeastern Conference, both of which have commissioners that were very adamant of maybe breaking away from the NCAA.
Right.
Maybe they couldn't figure that deal out, so they went with this one. And then, look, I'm not a political guy, but Ted Cruz did say the smartest thing he could have said is, like, what would you do if you had a week with nobody watching you? He's like, I would finally sit down and watch.
I thought it was Marco Rubio.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
Same thing.
Same thing. Smart thing to say. Like, I'll just watch college football.
Good answer.
Good answer. I don't know who you are.
He won over some votes with that answer.
One of those guys with a fake spray
That's
tan.
my type of guy right there.
Yeah, he knows ball.
I'd crack a cold beer open with him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Again,
Whatever he says.
Marco.
Yeah.
Polo.
Mark. Get him.
But I just thought it was crazy when I saw the notification come across that after we literally talked about it Friday morning, that it did not seem like this was going to make it through and that they were going to go to recess or whatever it's called. They were going to get to go back to their homes for 2 weeks, and this was never going to happen.
Study abroad.
And then Friday evening, boom, SEC Big Ten now in.
Something happened.
Something happened.
It doesn't look great for the SEC for this to have happened, and you agreed to the 9-team playoff. It just feels like, the 9-team conference schedule feels like you're getting kind of dog-walked a little bit of what you thought was going to happen versus how many people are in your corner. Like, maybe the SEC was the big bad wolf, and they're trying to level the playing field a little bit, but you keep, like, bending the knee whenever maybe you lost some power, and people don't really you can't throw your weight around the way that you used to, and this is probably Nick Saban's fault. Like, that's who they were scared of.
Right.
Not necessarily the SEC, but nobody's – I don't know what this means. I haven't looked into it enough to know how this impacts college athletics because I thought it wasn't going to pass.
Right.
And then it did. And so something happened. Somebody made a deal. Somebody struck something behind – I've seen House of Cards. I know how it goes. And that got canceled. But – something happened.
Things happen behind closed doors. House of Cards.
Mm-hmm. Marshville, my sweet state of North Carolina.
But yeah, like something got the ball rolling and made this happen. Because I saw Ross Dellinger, who does a great job covering all of that's my favorite thing. When all these happens, I know exactly where to go. Is I go to Ross Dellinger's Twitter page. And it keeps me updated on all of these NCAA actions and everything going on.
He used to post the whiskey glass for just covering LSU. Imagine this.
It's a whiskey bottle every day.
Oh.
But he says, and he put out some great sports over at Yahoo, great stories over at Yahoo Sports. Make sure you check that out. He was like, it's a wild Friday evening. The Big Ten and SEC may be on the brink of striking a deal with lawmakers over the Protect College Sports Act. The 11th hour scramble included engagement from Donald Trump in new circumvention language because the Big Ten presidents and chancellors are moving toward a vote to support the PCSA. Though the results are not finalized, negotiations today resulted in an additional changes to the bill. SEC presidents are scheduled for an evening call. The language requires school-affiliated sponsors / apparel brands as well as multimedia rights partners to enter into an attestation process to certify that their NIL agreements are kosher, not directed by the school, and that the compensation doesn't originate from the school. The language is intended to strengthen the anti-cap circumvention provision in the bill that further prevents schools from redirecting compensation from associated entities to their roster. This is a key addition considering that the bill raises the cap from $21.3 million to $48.8 million. That's quite the jump from 21.3 to 48.8. So it seemed like there was a lot of moving and shaking going on Friday to go from when we talk about it Friday morning where nothing's happening to now Friday evening. We'll, of course, try to learn as much as we can about this, ask around, and this week hopefully get some more intelligent individuals in to help us understand because like Lloyd said, didn't think this was happening, didn't look into it that much, and then Friday afternoon, a little moving and shaking, a little stuff happening.
True social happened.
And now you see.
This is perfect for midterms. Like they
that's
what they're doing.
No, so
this is perfect.
Expand on that standpoint because
Well,
you are a
okay.
little more political, a little more legal over there.
Okay,
Our
I don't know
future
about
lawyer.
legal.
Obviously, college football fans they vote majority red, right? Mm-hmm. So if the Republicans want to stay in power and keep their seats in the House and in the Senate, and they also want to keep support behind the president going into maybe the next election, this would significantly boost their approval ratings and really help the red side of Congress and the Senate to keep their seats, keep power, as well as, I don't know, advancing maybe a bill that people care about, even though this literally has nothing to do with the country at all. But
Right.
it gives the appeal to people that care about this that, hey, look, we're doing something. So this is really
Mark
this is smart.
Rubio.
This is perfect. I was surprised last week whenever they said they weren't going to even touch it, because it feels like it's such a layup before midterms. Like, this is something that if you don't do, you're almost stupid.
If your constituents like it,
Who are you impersonating? John Kennedy?
constituents.
This is perfect.
He's the
This
judge
is a layup.
from Maine Justice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the spiciest
Yeah.
jambalaya
Drag your
I
ass.
ever do declare to put out that.
Ass fire.
But look, Hunter Hall says it well. This will be the pitch. He says Republicans saved college
Right,
athletics.
and-
like that is the political.
Did they?
layup.
This-
Is this good?
They're going to say that.
Thank you.
They're going to say that.
The title is Protect College Sports Act.
Like, this, they
which
can
is
say
a,
this
has
now.
a extremely positive connotation.
The Democrats can't play this card, even though the Republicans' card might be a farce. It might not even be a real card, but they can play it, though, because it has the title. The Democrats can't do this. That's why it's so, like...
This
it's
is so political.
It's perfect.
It's
Like,
just
this shit's gonna be
spicy.
on, this is gonna be on
The
Fox News,
spiciest
and on CNN
jambalaya.
it's gonna be like, why are they touching college athletics? Who wants politicians touching college athletics? On Fox News it's gonna be Donald Trump
Trump
is saving
saves-
college
yeah.
athletics. It's perfect. It makes so much sense.
What a world we
Pray
live
for
in.
our youth.
What a world we live in. Because, look, Hunter Hall's right. He said, I mean, poor Ross. He was a good football beat guy.
No,
now he's
but-
covering the least interesting thing ever, but really it's the most interesting thing going on in college athletics.
And his wife works on Capitol Hill, so now
Right.
they're like talk about House of Cards, like they are intertwined. Like,
Yeah,
what'd
yeah.
you hear up on the hill?
Well, that's why he's maybe perfect for this
It is.
role. And so, shout out to Ross Dellinger.
I would kill myself.
I had to tell you
If
what.
my job went from covering LSU football in Les Miles, it'd be like, oh, I got the scoop on Les.
To the White
Which is
House.
the easiest. Oh, he ran the red light.
Right.
Like, how much fun. To, now I'm covering the PSA, the PCSA. It's like it's PETA and Sarah McLachlan all morphed into one of like a public service announcement with college football. Like, what can you name it to make it seem that it is the most obvious thing we're trying to do? We're trying to protect college sports. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
From what? I don't know.
Who knows?
Ourselves.
So, look, we'll see how these things continue to develop.
File.
But it's interesting just kind of what all happened. We stopped this. We end the show on Friday, go on with our Friday evening, and then you see all this litigation and politics and legal. Like, it is just that is the new world of college athletics, where things are beginning to change. It was also cool to see over the weekend to finally get into what everyone actually wants to talk about, which is LSU football.
The vaccine.
No, plead the fifth. If you saw the thumbnail for today's show, it was a pretty cool picture from a story posted by Throw It Deep, and it says, "Great work before camp starts," above a nice group of football players. As you see a couple of guys getting in some work before fall camp gets started, which was Sam Leavitt, Landon Clark, and a handful of those receivers. They took, I believe it was Gordon McKernan's plane to go and get some extra work in, some extra training before fall camp got started. I saw Matt Moscona reported the official list of guys that made the trip. He says, a group of LSU players took Gordon McKernan's plane to Dallas to work out with Throat Deep QB Academy. It is an effort to bond and get top instruction. 7 of the 9 players are members of Gordon's G team as NIL athletes, I'm told. Thomas and LZ are not. These players left Thursday and returned Saturday. This is a sick picture.
Talk about trying to get a deal done at the stroke of midnight. Get
I'll
out
tell
and be
you
on the
what.
G team to get on
Come
the fucking jet.
please. Sam Leavitt, your starting quarterback there in the door of said jet. Looks
Shador.
awesome. The Shador of the
Yeah.
jet, right, Christian? And then you see those wide receivers right in front of it. And then if you look at the little, if you drop the ticker real quick, Look at this, the G Air.
Oh, I thought that was Batman for a second. I was gonna be like,
no,
is Gordon
it's the G
Well,
logo.
he's Gordon.
Yeah,
But the official
Yeah.
list of attendees that made their way to Dallas: Sam Leavitt, Landon Clark, the two quarterbacks, Jayce Green, Jayce Brown, Jackson Harris, Trey Wilson, Malik Blocton, Malachi Thomas, Winnie Watkins. All of those names pretty important for LSU football success this year.
Throw it deep.
I would
That's
say.
what I heard. I heard throat deep as well, Hunter Hall. Yeah, I know. I heard the same thing. My buddy, my partner in crime, was not here to laugh with me,
Oh,
but
Wyatt Vaughn?
Noah did say throat deep.
I said throw it deep.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Nice.
don't know.
But those were the list of attendees: Leavitt, Clark, Green, Brown, Harris, Wilson, Elzy, Thomas, Watkins. All of those guys pretty important to the success of LSU football this season. We went through wide receiver the other day, that room, and the names we talked about the most: Jayce Green, of course, but we brought up Jayce Brown, Jackson Harris, Malachi Thomas, the tight end, Winnie Watkins, Malik Blocton, Trey Wilson. We brought up all of these names because they're going to be huge for the success of LSU football. In this picture, I believe you see, of course, Sam Leavitt, Landon Clark, and two quarterbacks. But there's Jayce Brown in the black tank top. I believe that's Malik Blocton in the purple long sleeve. Winnie Watkins with his arms crossed. And then that's Jackson Harris, 6'2", 202. Looks pretty put together. They are shirtless on the left. So you see a handful of those receivers for LSU football. Lloyd, what you got?
The man with the pole,
Yep.
Jeff Christensen.
Yep.
Stop me if any of these names mean anything to you.
Okay.
He has helped train and refine the skills of notable quarterbacks, including Patrick Mahomes,
Yep.
Baker Mayfield,
Okay.
Ty Simpson,
All right.
sure,
All right.
and Drew Mestamaker, who went from a 0-star to how much money can
one of the top quarterbacks in the portal. I think he's number 2 behind Leavitt.
And he followed his coach, but that is obviously the North Texas
This
indoor
is the facility. Yep.
And I have seen this man work. He's also worked with Trey Lance, and he's done a couple of different things with who's old buddy that likes to cosplay as Patrick Mahomes.
Dylan Raiola.
And his younger brother has been with it. This is a
Yeah.
guru, a shaman.
There you go.
And so if
You
don't
have to be
mind
if you're
him-
gonna have a cane, like a rod like that
yeah,
you're carrying
just
around.
Smack me with it. It's like whatever you want to defeat the Huns.
Yes.
To defeat.
They're
The
about to get down to
Huns.
business.
But the part that fired me up was, look, when you think of that 2019 season, what did they call that summer before?
The summer of 10,000 catches.
Because it was, and it's the story about all the work that they put in the offseason, building the connection from Joe to Jamar to
the
Terrace
Jugs.
to Justin to all these guys, and they got out there and they were on the Jugs, just all preparing for
Better
the
tear
season.
that ass up, Mike!
And that's the first thing that pops in my head is they're out there, they're putting in the work. You see it, building that bond, because that is one of the most important things going into fall camp. When your starting quarterback has missed the entirety of spring due to injury, it's okay, get out there and build that connection, get on rhythm, get on time, build the chemistry with your receivers. Lane talked about how important that was going to be in this process for Leavitt. Pretty cool to see them getting out there, walking across that G-Air carpet, getting on the plane, flying to Dallas, and putting in that extra work, getting trained, getting ready.
That might
and
be
just
the
building
coolest thing in
connection.
the photo.
This is,
Yeah.
it's just
That's a
pretty
flex.
cool picture in totality. The G-Air carpet is,
Thanks for lending the bird. Why don't you put my rug down?
as you should.
What song are they using at the top? What song is that?
Future for the gang.
Good one.
Oh yeah.
But it's just, it's cool to see the fellas going out there and putting in work, right?
Yeah, it's great for LSU.
Like, this is just, it's exactly what you want to see when you have all these question marks about what? On offense, you're what did Lane call it? An expansion team? You have a bunch of guys that have never played together before, some of them probably never even met, and now you get to go spend a weekend together playing football, practicing, training, I'm sure going out to dinners, doing being a team, right? Not just a roster, not just a bunch of impressive football players, being an actual team. Pretty awesome to see. Pretty awesome to see, especially with fall camp about to get kicked off. You're seeing them get in as much work in as possible to get ready for when they report tomorrow, first practice Wednesday. So a nice weekend of hard work, and then right back to it with fall camp getting kicked off, ready for September 5th, 33 days away. Pretty cool to see from the fellas, and it's a great list of talent, of players that they brought. I'll go through the list once again, but it's your starting quarterback, it's one of your backup quarterbacks, and then it is the key pass catchers for this program going into this season in Trey Green, Jayce Brown, Jackson Harris, Trey Wilson, Malik Elzy, Malachi Thomas, and Winnie Watkins. Awesome to see. It really is. I don't know if you're an LSU fan how this doesn't fire you up. Like, genuinely. I just don't know how you can look at this and not get fired up for the extra work, the extra training, and it's the bond, right? Like, that's the most important part. You can go and you can throw the football to anybody, right? You can go get on the jugs machine. But you're hopping on the plane, you're going on a nice weekend with the boys to go put in work, to go train, to go throw, go build that relationship on the field, but also off the field, because that's the important part. When you run into an obstacle, when there's a bump in the road, when the season isn't going the way you anticipate, you want to have guys that have that bond, have a relationship, and can fall back on one another to say, look, I'm maybe not playing up to par. My brother's got me. That's the pressure that's on this team when you bring in all these new guys. They don't know each other. They're not going to have a bond. They're not going to have a relationship. And then you see weekends like this, which are just awesome to see. If you're an LSU football fan, you should be fired up by what you're seeing the weekend before fall camp gets started. Not only are they going out there, putting in extra work, getting professional training, they're spending the weekend together and they're building a relationship to get close and to build that bond and that chemistry to make sure when September 5th gets here and all those Saturdays that follow, they're ready for it. They're ready for it. I saw a nice clip. I'll see if we can get it to play during the break for right after we close out, which we've rolled right into hour number 2. I'll see if I can get the video to play after some of our commercial ads. It was Coach O talking at the Huddle, the women's football event they did last week, and he talked about this team, about their work ethic, and all the effort they put in. We'll make sure to get that played for you. But we're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back, and we will break down the defensive line, preview some of the storylines, those guys in those position rooms, both D-tackle and D-end, ahead of fall camp, which, of course, gets kicked off later this week. So don't leave. Stick around. We'll be right back after this to talk defensive line LSU football.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granting III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Ryan Granting at GOMART on the Go Deli.
GOMART has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, couldn't play. Shout out to CJ Jim Coyley for the TikTok.
Great TikTok.
Great TikTok, and it's great on TikTok because you can play the song that's playing behind it. But we cannot here on YouTube. We will get flagged. Our stream will get dropped, and the show will get turned off.
CAN.
So couldn't play that for you, but Coach O was sitting there speaking at the Huddle event, and what he had to say about this roster, he said it's the hardest he's ever seen a team work going into this season. And look, it's going to take it because, like we said, it's 50 to 60 new players on a roster. You've got to work hard on building relationships, getting chemistry, learning the system, all the things. It's going to take a lot of work. But it was nice to hear Coach O say that. He's, of course, seen some pretty good football teams that have put in some work over the years. Maybe one that we referenced earlier in the show. But cool to see. But we will continue our position group fall camp previews to talk about the storylines ahead of fall camp so we can revisit them after the fact before football season gets started. Today is the LSU football defensive line here going into the 2026 season. This is maybe one of the more intriguing position groups. I would say the most intriguing on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe the one that people are going to be watching the closest going into fall camp on that side. Because it is a group that you don't question talent whatsoever. What you question is, can it be consistent production? Can you see guys maybe mature quicker? Are they ready? Some of these true freshmen, all those things. You have 10 defensive tackles currently on the roster, 8 defensive ends, multiple former 4 and 5 stars, 3 elite 2026 freshmen in that group, several powerful transfers, a former 5-star in Dominic McKinley, a former number 1 ranked edge in Jordan Ross, and 2025 All-SEC pass rusher in Princewill Umanmielen, 8.5 sacks last season. We'll start with the defensive tackle room, and it includes Dominic McKinley, Stephiylan Green, Malik Blocton, Sean Washington, Achilles Woods, Brandon Brown, and then you get into these big freshmen. Richard Anderson, Deuce Geralds, Lamar Brown, who is listed at defensive end, is going to be extremely versatile, will play both interior and on the outside because I believe he is right around 290, 295, 294 maybe is the exact number. You know, that's a bigger guy, right? He is a freaking tank. And shout out to Lamar Brown. I saw his back to school giveaway that he was doing. I saw one of the kids that got some of the gifts from Lamar. That was really cool to see. Shared that on our Instagram if you missed it. But that is an extremely talented room right there. Just some of the names, those true freshmen, of course, Dominic McKinley, and then the 2 transfers you brought in, Stephiylan Green, Malik Blocton, a very, very impressive group. Dominic McKinley is 6'6", 297 pounds. He was a number 1 player in Louisiana, 5-star defensive tackle out of Acadiana. Played in 10 games as a freshman, 13 games last season, and he finished with 12 tackles, 2 TFLs, a sack, 370 defensive snaps, and 2 starts. He was SEC Freshman of the Week back against Oklahoma in 2024 with 4 tackles and 2 sacks. So he is put together he's 6'6", almost 300 pounds, length, power, athleticism,
girth,
all of the tools, all of the measurables. Can he put it together on the football field? I think he's one of the most intriguing players going into this season because you've got all the expectations. You see the physical, right? You see how big he is. You see the strength. You see the intangible. But can he put it together on the football field? Or does he get jumped by some of these true freshmen that have come in, are extremely impressive?
I didn't even have to listen to you to know that I could pick up that conversation you're talking about Dom McKinley.
Yep.
And it's something we've said about him from the jump. From whatever, you obviously wanted to get him to LSU, get him on campus, because what were the highlights we played, but now it'll be 4 years ago?
Right.
It was him at the Under Armour All-American game. Whenever he decided.
Putting guys on their back.
And it was like, I am the best player here.
Right.
And I want to let y'all know that. But that's how he's kind of lived his life. Is whenever I decide I'm the best player here, I don't. Now, if there's one person that can make you flip that switch to where you don't get to decide, it's like you want this for the rest of your life, or do you want to be back in here as a grad? That'd be Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
Son, this is your future. This is your life. This is what
you're
supposed to do this.
Right.
Little Washington. Little Williams.
No, I mean, like,
that's what he's supposed to be.
That's the intriguing part is you see that under all, and then he gets here as a freshman, and you start a true freshman with defensive line that's not him. Ahmad Bro shifts from outside to interior and jumps him as a starter, right?
And deservedly so.
And it's like, well, what's going on, right? And then last season, it's like, okay, sophomore year going, this is a big year for him, and it's like still not all put together.
That's fair.
And it's okay.
But
now is the time. You've had the growth, the physical. You are a junior going into your junior season. Now on this defense, with all the pieces around, this is the position group that's got the most question marks on the interior of the defensive line. And dare I say, one guy can answer a whole lot of questions if he puts together the season that you would hope he can. He can. The former 5-star, number 1 player in the state of Louisiana, if he can check the box and say, you know what, no, I'm not going to get leapfrogged by true freshmen. Instead, I'm going to take full advantage of the opportunities in front of me. Dom McKinley will be huge for this football. And that is, usually I open the question, what's everyone's number 1 question going into fall camp? Mine is Dominic McKinley. That is my number 1. I want to see 96.
You got a pair?
I want to see what he's got. Can you answer that question?
Because what I see from what they brought in is, if you can't, there's people that can.
We are prepared
For you not to,
Yes.
and that has to, if that isn't,
It's got to piss you off.
it should.
It's got to, because we went and brought in Stephiylan Green and Malik Blocton to be like, okay, if we need older, more mature guys because our junior's not ready, we've got those. And if we need top-tier 5-star talent, we went and got that as well. Deuce Geralds, Richard Anderson, Lamar Brown.
And I will give Dom his flowers. It would have been easy to do what you've seen multiple 5-star
100%. I agree.
best player in the States do. Leapfrog, island hop, paycheck, 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 and he end up being like, well, at least I made a bag. He hasn't left.
No, I mean, if there was an offseason to do it, your brother, who's committed to LSU, flips to Ohio State, they bring in 3 5-star level defensive linemen as true freshmen, and they go out in the portal and they get to, like, that's a lot of things that if you're looking at it a certain way, you could go, man, I don't know if they value me. Or if you look at it with the right mindset, it's, man, I got to wake up and I got to make sure I earn the spot because they're prepared for me not to.
That's what I look at it as. Like, if anybody has any job and they start bringing in other people that are, whether it be your level of age or there's some young bucks that are coming here too. Like, they didn't have to fill up that defensive line room the way that they did. If they believe in you, they're trying to kick you in the ass a little bit. At least that's what I would be like, damn, why'd y'all bring it on? It's like, because, brother, if you don't do it, somebody will.
Right.
And it's now it's time. And like
he's
I said,
got
I'm giving him his flowers for staying.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But, buddy, just
Football
because you
season's about to
stay
start.
doesn't mean that spot's guaranteed.
No,
and you
and-
have one of the more frustrating things when you see all the talent, like, put it together.
Like, he's a monster. 6'6", 297 pounds, strong as a knot. Like, you heard them talk about it last year. Like, they didn't have enough weights to put on the bar for him. And now you've got a new strength conditioning. You got all, and then Lloyd brought it up. One of my favorite things, my second question with this defensive line room, is what does Coach O bring? We talk about the recruiting a lot, but I tell you what, that man can light a fire with the spiciest jambalaya you ever could find.
Who do you think that character's based off of?
And so excited to see. We'll go through the rest of this group as well. Stephiylan Green, the transfer from Clemson, 6'3", 296. I mean, Coach. Put him on his back.
And helping him up.
It's very nice. I mean,
He did, I mean.
This is the All-American. That's an All-American.
And it's not like
lineman.
he doesn't have the football.
This isn't scout team.
That man knows the snap count.
Right. God.
And that's the talent that enamors you, where you're
100%. Nah, without a doubt.
he could be Nick Fairley.
Without a doubt.
Where you're like, not are you a piece of this defensive line? Like, you're the best player on this defensive line, and you can ruin a football game for somebody else.
Yes.
And that's what we're expecting. Like, and it's fair or unfair, but like you said, not enough weights on the bar.
No, he's a tank.
As a freshman, like when I see stuff like that, and it's just, please God, put it together for all of our sakes.
A tank. Stephiylan Green, 6'3", 296, redshirt junior transfer from Clemson. Played 24 games with 6 starts, totaling 34 tackles, 5 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, 611 defensive snaps in his 3 seasons. He had 6 tackles against LSU in their game last year. He was a second-team freshman All-American in 2024. Extremely, extremely important as he's a Power 4, dependable, a veteran that you brought in that can really help out with some of the youth and those other guys in this room. You also brought in junior Auburn transfer Malik Blocton, 6'3", 286. So a little bit of a different build there, right? All 3 of these guys have been built differently. You got 6'6", 297 in Dom. Then you got 6'3", 296 in Stephiylan Green. Then now you're 6'3", 286 and Malik Blocton. He played in 24 games at Auburn and started 10 of them. Last season for Auburn, he had 18 tackles, 4.5 TFLs, half a sack, and 8 starts. He started Auburn's final 8 games and had tackles for loss against Ball State, South Alabama, and Oklahoma, and had half a sack against Alabama. So that's another one of those key transfers they've brought in. Sean Washington, 6'4", 294, fifth-year senior. He's one of the veterans in that room. He's appeared in 19 games for LSU with 12 tackles and half a TFL. You also brought in Achilles Woods, 6'3", 292 redshirt sophomore from South Alabama. Last season, he played 175 defensive snaps, primarily at defensive tackle, but also some at D-end. He had 11 tackles, a sack, and a TFL. That sack came against Southern Miss. They have redshirt freshman Brandon Brown, 6'1", 287, highly regarded 2025 recruit who had some really, really impressive numbers back in high school. We'll see what his development goes into. Then you get into the fun part of this conversation. Richard Anderson, 6'3", 339 pounds, freshman out of Edna Carr. One of the most dominant high school football players I've ever witnessed. In 2025 at Edna Carr, he had 53 tackles, 10 sacks, 22 QB hurries, 2 forced fumbles. He had multiple fumble recoveries and an interception return for a touchdown. In 2024, he had 44 tackles, 15 TFLs, 10 sacks, and 18 QB hurries. Both of those seasons, of course, helps lead Edna Carr to a Louisiana State championship. He was the number 1 defensive line prospect in the 2026 class. He was the number 1 at his position in the Rivals composite. How much does the true freshman get to play? I don't know, but he's going to play. And I cannot wait to watch Richard Anderson in the purple and gold for LSU go out there and ball out. You've also got Deuce Geralds, another one of those freshmen, 6'1", 279, so a little undersized.
Running back.
But he's a monster. He's a 4-star. He's the number 2 defensive tackle by ESPN. In his last season in high school, he had 91 tackles, 37 TFLs, 16 sacks, 45 QB hurries, and 7 forced fumbles. And also, he rushed for 533 yards and 15 touchdowns as a senior.
Obviously, the ones field at fall camp this year is going to be interesting. It always is.
Right.
The ones field is always your number 1 spot when you're looking to do a fall camp report. This year, and at least when I've been covering fall camp for 2 or 3 years now, the twos field is going to be electric because there's just so many there's question marks,
right?
But also the question marks are exciting because they're all freshmen.
I know.
Like this twos field is going to be like you might designate a whole entire day to the twos field, not even look at the ones other than how's Sam Leavitt moving on his foot. Like that is one of your only question marks on the one, like not only, but that is your big question mark on the ones field. Get that answered early in practice. Go to the twos field. Holy shit! They got Deuce Geralds, Richard Anderson. They're balling out,
and they might actually be
balling out.
They might actually be with the ones.
Yeah, they might get moved to the ones, and then the ones field becomes okay.
Yeah, no, that's what we'll see. And then the last name here in the defensive tackle room is one that might play both on the edge and in the interior. 6'4", 295 pounds, true freshman out of U-High. He's listed as a defensive end, but he's 295. They're going to play him both as an outside edge rusher and on the interior of that defensive line. He was the number 1 player in America, a consensus 5-star, and LSU's first number 1 overall signee since who? Who do you think was the last number 1 overall?
Leonard?
Lenny?
Lenny was the last one back in 2014.
Bryce.
And then last year as a senior defensive lineman, I had 29 tackles, 9 TFLs, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. I was a state champion in the shot put and the discus as well, and also played on that offensive line. And so that is the interior of the defensive line. We addressed some of the Dominic McKinley question marks. We talked a little bit about Edo. What are the next conversations or questions that you have in that room after Dom McKinley, after just getting to witness Edo with that group? What's the next thing that goes through your mind when you think of the LSU interior of the defensive line?
How fast? It really is that it's going to be, if it's not Dom McKinley, you stack the deck. Because it's going to be an interesting microcosm of how this LSU football team will work in relation to Lane Kiffin's offense. Like if you're not going to sub offensively, and you're going to go fast, and you're going to score points, which they will. Like that, we don't even have to guess. This is something that can be spoken about in absolutes because Lane Kiffin has done it everywhere he's gone. Mm-hmm. The reason you bring in a defensive line that has this many players on it is to stay fresh. And these are the types of units you talked about when Georgia was dominant, Alabama was dominant, when you can
revolving door
hockey shift 4 more. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Jonathan Allen, you come out. Quentin Williams, go get in there. And hey, Jordan Davis, pop out. Jalen Carter, go get the quarterback.
that makes your life a lot easier. And I have full faith not only in Ed Orgeron, focused clearly on just the defensive line where he wanted to be.
Right.
Like even when he was the head coach, he couldn't help himself but meander over there and start getting into the stance. Now he has nothing else to worry about but recruiting and a 4-point stance. You have Kevin Peoples, who has done nothing short of an amazing job
100%.
as just an edge coach, and he didn't leave.
Yeah.
Blake Baker, from the top down, what you have defensively and what you brought in, because this is a totally different conversation. Think about where you were looking at LSU when Lane Kiffin got hired. Two of these guys that we're talking about, Richard Anderson, Lamar Brown, both were, we might push our commitment back.
All three of them, Deuce Geralds was in
Deuce
that
Geralds
too.
was in that conversation as well, and he's probably flashed the most of the bunch because we knew what you were looking at.
We've watched the other two.
Richard Anderson ruined a state championship for
Two.
Ash. Yeah.
For Ash, yeah.
It was
as a junior.
Ash was a power. They came out of the toughest district in the state.
beat everybody.
Dominated West Monroe, West Washita, Ruston, go down Neville, like dominated them. Some of the best programs in the country, JT, Lindsay, and Ash dominated. And they had absolutely zero answer in the dome for Richard Anderson.
No, I have a relationship with a guy that calls games for Ash.
Yeah.
And he texted me after probably 15 plays, and he goes, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Because we can't, from his perspective, we can't do anything. He was ruining the football game. We were trying to get it up live. We were trying to figure out a way to watch because we wanted to watch a defensive tackle. And you want to watch JT Lindsay, who was an LSU signee in the state.
Running back in the state.
And you
After
couldn't
Arnold
do
Berry.
anything.
Yeah.
Because Big Dick Anderson was just ruining your football game. And that's the power of the defensive line. Mm-hmm. Whatever teams are good, it's not sexy.
No, it's how
But
Miami got to the national championship.
It's what
last
wins
year.
football games. It's what wins championships.
Yeah.
Is your offensive line, defensive line. You build it in the trenches first, and nobody likes to talk about it, but name one that hasn't.
No, I mean, last season, Miami was the, number 10 team going into the playoff? And made it all the way to the national championship game. Not because, and look, just to Carson Beck, it wasn't because of the quarterback play. They didn't have this crazy it was because they dominated with Mesidor and Bain and that defensive line. They just caused problems. You were never on schedule. You were always circling. You were always trying to figure out how you run away from them. Do you do a quick hit? You've got a game plan for the defensive front. That's before you get to the linebackers, before you get to the DB. That is how you win.
It throws everything off kilter.
Yes.
I can't get to what I want to do offensively because I don't have any time. I'm off my spot. You saw it whenever the Vikings beat the Saints and Drew Brees, and they moved to Neil Hunter inside, and it became a problem.
Yeah.
Drew Brees wants to do what he does well, which is sit in the pocket, find a spot,
Step
and get the
up.
ball out early.
Right.
And it's I can't move. I can't breathe.
And that's the intriguing part about this because what good quarterbacks love to do is let the edge rushers rush. I'm going to step up in the pocket. I'm going to and then deliver. When that pressure's come from the interior, it's you can't
different
step
game.
up. The quarterbacks are not comfortable. They're not seeing it as well, right? That it completely blows up the entire offensive game plan. And that is, what's the word Blake Baker uses when he talks about his defense?
Havoc.
Talks about havoc. Why did you go get a guy like Bernard Gooden last year? You needed someone that could rush from the interior so that the quarterbacks aren't just stepping up away. Because a lot of times, look, we used to talk about the edge rushers outrunning their rush lanes, right? They're running past the quarterback. Well, a lot of times it's because the quarterback's stepping up because he's got the room to. Because the interior defensive line's not getting there. That's what you need to see from this group. That's what you need to see, and that's why I like Lloyd's question is that how fast? How fast is Richard Anderson and Deuce Geralds? How fast are they ready? Are they ready now? You saw the flashes in spring. They're getting to go with the ones. They're mixing up the groups. You've got the mature guys in Blocton and Green. You've got the super high ceiling guy in Dominic McKinley, and then you bring in these true freshmen that are so talented. Can they step up and do it?
And what's unfortunate for LSU is you don't really have the benefit of time.
You got 33 days starting today?
And that's why you put the onus on Don McKinley, like you've had time.
No, you've been in this weight program for 3 years. You've gotten to develop under Blake Baker's scheme for 3 years.
3 years ago, you were one of these.
Right. Don't let him take your spot. And I would also say, from a defensive standpoint, that collection of coaches they have in that D-line room, Peoples, Lucas, Orgeron, elite. And it's why I'm so excited.
Ain't nobody getting no pass.
See how this room can step up, because then that's the interior. And look, there's so much talent, so much expectation, and like Lloyd said, I think that question, the key questions are Dominic McKinley, does he answer the call? And then number 2, how fast are they ready? Are those true freshmen ready right now? Can 99, 88, and 55, 99, 88, 55, can they make it happen? Can't wait to find out. That's one of the places where your eyes are just going to be drawn to at fall camp, is to watch the interior of that defensive line. Then in addition to that, you've got the outside, the edge room, the defensive end room. Princewill Umanmielen, Jordan Ross, Gabe Relaford, Jaylen Brown, Damian Shanklin, Dylan Carpenter, Galaj Cobbins, and Trenton Henderson. 8 defensive ends. And, of course, we'll include Lamar Brown into that group as well, because he's going to play. He's going to be extremely versatile and play both interior and outside. Princewill Umanmielen is the first name we'll start with. 6'4", 244 pounds. He is the headliner. 9 sack, 13 TFL 2025 season. He was 3rd in the SEC in sacks, 8 in the SEC in TFLs, 3rd team All-SEC, helping Ole Miss go 13-12 and reach the college football playoff semifinals. And before Ole Miss, he spent 2 seasons at Nebraska, was a 2nd-team freshman All-American. He is the headliner. He is, look, when the NFL drafts number 1 overall picks, there are certain positions that they look at, right? The top 5 picks, majority of the time, you're going to see quarterback, edge rusher, tackle, corner, receiver. Those are the 5 positions you're going to see in that top 5 more often than not. And LSU went out in the portal. They got a quarterback. They built that wide receiver room. They paid big money for 3 pretty key positions: quarterback, tackle, edge rusher. This is the edge rusher, Princewill Umanmielen. Huge for LSU, the senior going into his senior season. They went and got out of the portal from Ole Miss. They also have Jordan Ross, 6'5", 246 junior, was a 5-star recruit and the number 1 edge in that 2024 class at Tennessee. He played in 22 games, and last season in 2025 he had 23 tackles, 3.5 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, a forced fumble, fumble recovery, and 246 defensive snaps. He had 6 tackles in that Music City Bowl against Illinois. He's extremely intriguing because he has way more talent than the numbers show. And so that then begs the question, why, right? Why, with all this talent, do the numbers only look like this? And that's what will be interesting to see with Sterling Lucas, with Kevin Peoples, with those guys all in that room. I think Sterling Lucas will be majority with the edges. I mean, just whoop that guy's tail. Why do the numbers not reflect the talent you know he has? He was one of the top edge rushers in the portal. Him and Umanmielen, 2 huge gets. That's pretty good. Go cover some ground. An athletic freak. He's a monster.
Had a pick and fall in spring camp, too.
He did. Super excited to see what Jordan Ross has in store going into spring camp in addition. And then behind those 2 headliners, in Ross and Umanmielen, you've got Gabe Relaford, who, of course, with the injury, see what his comeback, his timetable looks like, 6'3", 200, but was running just a couple weeks ago. We'll see what the timetable looks like there. After him, you have Jaylen Brown, 6'6", 270 pounds, South Carolina transfer that you went and picked up out of the portal, came over with Sterling Lucas, suffered an injury during spring practice 2025 and missed all of last season. We'll see if he can get back healthy, because of those measurables, 6'6", 270 pounds, that's a monster.
No, this team off the bus.
Coach. You've got Damian.
Back to what Urban Meyer was
what's
like.
Supposed to look like.
I don't like LSU.
Number 5, you've got Damian Shanklin, 6'5", 254, redshirt freshman. His debut game last year against Southeastern, he had 2 sacks. So he flashed in that first game. He got some time, and we'll see how he can develop going into his redshirt freshman season. You've got Dylan Carpenter, 6'3", 252 pounds, redshirt junior from Santa Maula, and his teammates have nicknamed him Captain America. Speaking of first guys off the bus,
DC?
Dylan Carpenter, tank. But he's been in the system. He's classic word, reliable.
Him and Sam Leavitt walk into a bar.
There you go.
All right, we don't need to fantasize about that.
You've got Kalaj Cobbin, 6'3", 234, out of Destrehan.
Who should fantasize? Jeez.
You were about to get him started. That's why you shut it
PTSD,
down.
all right?
That's why you shut
your
it
bitch
down.
Catholic school.
Get your bitch took.
Yep. Cobbins had 3 tackles, only 9 defensive snaps against Southeastern last year. We'll see if he can develop going into his redshirt sophomore season. Then Trenton Henderson, 4-star edge prospect you brought out of high school this year, out of Pensacola, Florida, 6'4", 243 pounds. He was the number 8 edge by 24/7, number 9 edge by ESPN, and the number 77 overall player by Rivals. High school last year, he had 50 tackles, 18 TFLs, 10 sacks, 2 hurries, 6 pass breakups, and was invited to the All-American Bowl. So that is your edge rusher room. I will open the floor to what is your number 1 question for the edge rushing group going into fall camp this season.
It's hard to doubt the edge room because I do have that much faith in Kevin Peoples.
Right.
But it is obviously something that they felt like they needed to beef up whenever you go get Princewill late, Jordan Ross late.
Yeah.
And Jordan Ross full of potential. I see it. I understand why you would take another chance on somebody that is, but he's starting to get that 5-star stink on him. For me, of somebody that's like has all of the measurables, everything that you look for, but I need some production. Like even on the play where he runs 18 miles an hour, like you got fooled by, you didn't play your responsibility. You have to go make a play because you're out of position.
Right.
It's those types of things. I think the biggest hit to this room is Relaford.
Yeah.
Like that sucked.
Are you talking about depth? And the lack of depth now with the portal, any injury is going to be detrimental. But Gabe Relaford kind of showed some flashes as a freshman. Went in last year, you expected a big jump, gets hurt then. You anticipate the bounce back, gets hurt again. It's tough to see. And he was going to be a real player for you.
Like, without Princewill, I really don't see a threat.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you look
it's the biggest question mark on the defense.
Yeah, what's the depth going to look like there? Because, Princewill against some of the top teams in the country last year in the playoff, 2.5 sacks and multiple tackles for loss. Like, if you lose him, where does your production come from?
Yep.
Who's it going to be that steps up? Maybe it's Captain America, Dylan Carpenter. I don't know who, but he's been in the system now for a little while. Like, who's it going to be? Because that's another question mark of, you don't really have anybody that's proven outside of Princewill. Like, you don't really have anybody that's done it consistently for an entire season. Maybe has done it in the playoffs. You don't have that. And Relaford would have been the one you could stamp down as okay, he's at least going to start, or he's at least going to come in as a backup, and he's going to produce. He's going to do something. Outside of Princewill, and I guess Jordan Ross because he started in spring. I don't know who you have.
No, there are 2 positions on the defensive side of the ball. Really 2 positions on this team that you've looked at and you've gone, depth is a real question mark. It's defensive end and it's cornerback. It's what at those 2 positions, if you were not to have your top 2 guys, what is next? Those are also 2 positions that you had key injuries during spring. Gabe Relaford, Aiden Anding. And so it'll be very intriguing to see who does step up. That is the number 1 question going into fall camp is what is it after those guys? But I ultimately think the biggest question going into fall camp and even going into the season is Jordan Ross. Mm-hmm. You know what Princewill is going to be.
And so does everybody else.
And so does everybody else. We've seen this before, right? If you go back to 2022, why did Perk pop as much as he did? Wasn't really on the scouting report. You know who was? They circled B.J. Ojolari. And they're like, we know what he can do.
Don't let him beat you.
So stop him. And so when they circled him,
make him 40.
That let 40 go cook, right? And then whenever it was Perk, right? When they were circling Perk,
Swinson.
It was Swinson, right? Now 4 can go get him because 7 they're doing everything to take him away. Someone else go handle it, right? You've seen that before. We've seen it with corners. Remember, like that was the cool thing. I remember from
What a luxury.
from 2018, 19 to 20, right? When 2018 they weren't throwing at Greedy, so they kept throwing at Fulton. That didn't work either. So then going into 2019, they weren't going to throw at Fulton. They started throwing at Stingley, and then that didn't work. And then going into 2020, they didn't want to throw at Stingley, so they threw at Eli Ricks, and that didn't work, right? Like that's what it works similar in the edge rooms. Like, okay, we're going to shift the line towards Umanmielen and Jordan Ross. You better go cook. That's the number one question: is can he be that guy? Can he be starting level, starting caliber, and be a problem going into the season? And then behind those two, who steps up?
I think you see behind those two in terms of who steps up. I think you see a serious potential for some guys moving inside to outside. I think you've got enough depth on the inside. Now, a lot of question marks, but I think you have enough players there that can play outside. It's where you see maybe a Deuce Geralds move to an end position. Lamar Brown, if he's ready, plays end.
No, I think
maybe shifts back
end's
in
probably
later.
easier. I mean, I've never played the position.
Right.
Trust me.
Physically, it's definitely.
I just go get the quarterback.
And I think that's the intriguing part with Lamar is because he is built like interior. I mean, he is 295 pounds. You know what I mean? Like that's an interior. When I went through these measurables on the outside guys, it was 260, 270. Like Lamar's 290, but he is a freak. We've all seen the videos of him working out over the summer. The kid can go get the quarterback, right? He's fast. He's quick twitch. Even though he's 295 pounds, he's not a big, clunky interior defensive lineman that can't move.
You don't become the number one player in the country by accident.
And LSU's not listing you as a defensive end on accident.
No, and
they anticipate him playing on the outside.
And this is also where, like, as much as I put faith in Kevin Peoples, it's Kevin Peoples and Blake Baker working together to be able to create pressure however they want to. Like, you've seen P.J. Woodland get sacks, DJ Pickett get sacks. You talked about Perk. Like, there's a reason that if it's not your defensive end, they do your job.
No, and they're going to line T.J. Daugherty up on the outside because you have depth at linebacker. So they're going to be like, okay, maybe TJ goes to pressure, Devon Keys comes in, right? Or Deshaun Spears at the star, he shifts over. Ty Benefield, you go blitz. Like,
they're freaks.
They Blake Baker, and this is the part I'm excited about, maybe the best at simulating, creating pressure, right? Sending extra blitzers from places they're not into. The part that I'm excited to see.
Blake Baker loves to fuck up your day.
Is when it's just 4. When you're just sending 4, can you get that pressure? Because last year you couldn't. And even when you did, you couldn't bring them down. You could get to the quarterback, you couldn't tackle them. They could not get Pavia down. They could not get Marcel Reed down. They would shed the tackle and then they would run. And so now I know Blake's going to simulate that pressure. I know Benefield. I had Benefield picked to be the first sack of the season for LSU on September 5th. Because I know, go back to Clemson last year, first sack of the year is P.J. Woodland cat corner blitz. I know they're going to make those things happen. Can you send 4 and go get them? Can you send 3 and go get them?
That's the difference in national championship teams and 9-win teams.
That's the difference between good and elite.
Yeah, because once LSU kind of, and I don't want to say got figured out, but kind of the playbook was by the middle of the year was they can't get you with 4, but it's coming from somewhere.
Right.
And
so go away from it.
Yeah, just it's on you to figure it out, but don't think they're just going to rush forward.
Right.
Have
they can't.
7 sitting back or drop 8.
Right.
Like it's coming. Because Blake can, and that's what I love about him.
100%.
He wants to create havoc somewhere,
and he will. Like it's
but
still going to get
also
done.
Leave you can get got.
Yep.
But now you can also score. And in a perfect world, if you have the Florida game last year with this offense, because Billy might just go to Lafayette.
Well, because I mean, that would be 5 interceptions that turned into 7 points every time. That's 35 extra points.
And 0 on the other side.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it might be over now.
And so that's.
Instead, it was what?
He scored 20.
Your defense scored 7.
7 of them.
So you scored 13. And it only took 1.
And so that is the part This was one of the position groups I was the most excited for us to sit and talk about before fall camp got started, because it should be one that our eyes are all over at fall camp. That's so much of the conversation should be about, because if you want to be an elite team, if you want to meet Mr. Benjamin Watson and Mr. Jordan Rogers' expectations of being a national championship or bust type team, even though I don't think that's the case, but I do think it's not out of the odds for you to be a national championship level team. A lot of it's going to have to do with
3rd and 6.
go get him.
4.
We're not sending nobody extra. I want my guys back. I want Ty Benefield and Deshaun Spears and Tamarcus Cooley.
I want them to fear
Pickett,
God.
PJ Willen. I want those arms everywhere covering
That's
the back of the
56
field.
yards across the field right there.
I don't want to send any of them to go get the quarterback, because guess what? Princewill, Jordan, Lamar, Deuce, Rich, Stephiylan, Malik. Have a day. Go get them.
It could be very good.
It's going to be very intriguing. This
could
is
be
one of the
pretty good.
groups I'm so excited to watch. And there are just a couple of names that stand out going into camp. Dominic McKinley. I'll group Deuce and Rich by themselves, like together. Lamar Brown specifically separate, because where does he line up? Because I feel like he's going to get used a lot on the interior, but they might need him more outside. Jordan Ross. Jordan Ross, to me, is as...
Him and Dom McKinley, or you could put those two together.
You could, 100%. And I think with Jordan, it's because you need it. Like, that's the difference between him and Dom. With Dom, you've prepared yourself if he doesn't answer the call. With Jordan, you don't have that many options if he's not ready. So he's got to be ready.
Well, if Dom's not that, you plug and play, like Lamar Brown becomes, you can't go outside.
Right.
Really.
You got to be on the interior.
That would be one to watch.
I can't wait to watch this group.
Because Jordan Ross has everything that you would like when you see a
the
freak
measurables,
edge
the
rusher.
speed and the...
Figure it out.
What did Stephen A? Don't get me salivating over here.
I mean, because I mean, just watching this, you could see the flashes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to watch again, please. Okay. I'll do it on my own time.
Another thing with this D-line group, and it goes to the offensive line as well, this is probably, this fall camp for me in 2 years, this will probably be the hardest to grade either group, because if the offensive line has a good camp, okay, you don't really believe the hype that the defensive line has anymore, but maybe you do and you think the offensive line's really good. If they kind of go 50-50 over fall camp, it's still we'll see, because you don't know.
Yeah.
And then if the D-line wins, okay, well then maybe the D-line is like that, and the offensive line maybe is a step farther back than what you would think. But also, the D-line could just be like that, and the offensive line's still good, just doesn't flash as much.
And that is
is going to be...
That is the challenge of fall camp in general.
It is, but this especially, I think this year will be
I think
the toughest.
The difference this year is because it's all new play. You don't know.
Right.
Like, going into some of the other seasons, like, I knew Braden Swinson was going to be good because he was getting wins against Will Campbell and Emory Jones. And I knew what those two guys were in pass pro. And so if Swinson's winning against them, that means he's probably going to be pretty good when the season starts. That's going to be the struggle this year, is it's a lot of... And...
I mean, Tennessee not necessarily known for defense.
No, they're not. And so we'll see. Fall camp, of course, players report tomorrow. Fall camp gets started on Wednesday is the first practice. We should find out when media availability opens up today. We should know what the week looks like for us, so we'll let you know when we will have content coming out, when we'll have practice reports coming out, and all of those things for fall camp before LSU football gets started. That was a good conversation, boys. This is this is one of the most intriguing position groups going into the season.
You can look back. It's fun to go quarterback, offense, wide receiver, running back. This is the deal.
This is what separates good and elite.
Because I think what you did on the offensive line, you feel more confident in, right? Like Jordan Seaton proven. Mm-hmm. Really more proven.
Aliou Ba proven.
Can do it. This is like a lot of flash, need the substance. Because I do think that you could look up at, and I hope it's not too late, when it's week 8.
Right.
And it's like, oh, the light bulb came on for Richard Anderson and Lamar Brown and Deuce Geralds. It's like, oh, you're causing it. It's like, well, if you got 2 already, like, you're fighting for your life.
Yep.
But if Jordan Ross can put it together and Dom McKinley puts it together,
you're
like,
elite.
Yes.
No, I mean, if those true freshmen are where,
And maybe Jordan
believe
Ross has
they
never
could
had
be.
somebody like opposite him like Princewill.
and I think, and that's the key part, is it's those two opposite, but it's also what you get on the inside. Like, you should be able to put out groups of 4 or 3 or 5 on the line that all allow each other to be special. You know, like you should be able to put 4 out there if it's, say it's Deuce Geralds and Malik Blocton on the interior with Jordan Ross and Umanmielen on the outside.
I think we didn't talk. I mean, Kalash Cobbins also was flash.
Oh,
So you got players.
You do. No, and that's the...
It's just well, there's a lot there. It's tough not to be optimistic.
No, 100%. Like,
And the bad man's gone.
that is true. Like, there's no, you should not be optimistic going into this season. And I think this group is the best representation of that because it has the most question marks, but you know they've brought in so much talent. And that's the part where the sport's changed, right? People kind of look at the transfer portal and they go, what does it matter if you're a good coach anymore? You can just go buy players. It matters even more to have good coaching now because everyone's gotten better players. All the teams have talent now because my 5-star backup isn't a 5-star backup anymore. He's a 5-star starter at Kentucky now, right? He's not going to stay here anymore. And so now it's even more important to have the coaches. And that's where my confidence and my optimism with LSU comes in, is because I know they have the coaches.
And also, when's the last time you had a defensive line coach?
Well, you've had a revolving door for 8 years.
You know who's coached it for a long time?
No, that is an elite group of coaches you have with the defensive line.
And you,
Lucas, Peoples, and Orgeron is elite.
even if you didn't get Lucas and you just added Orgeron, you would feel confident.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's what he does. Like, they're going to play hard.
No,
You don't have a choice. Like, he's just not going to let it.
No,
There's some people in this world that just don't. They
Main
They
justice.
sniff out. He ain't trying. You're not going to play, and he convinces you that if you try, you give effort, you'll get on the football field. Like, that's why Dylan Carpenter's still here. You don't think they had a conversation?
right.
You want to be a redshirt junior and be like, you're from St. Amal, Louisiana. This is your dream. You have a chance to go make a difference, whether it's one play or 25 plays.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to come, but you're going to be out there. That means something to him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one person that gets that message across that you haven't had. Ever. For the last, 5 years?
Right, this should be group number 2, storyline number 2. After Sam Leavitt and his health, and
Well,
just
I mean-
seeing him in the in the connection with the receivers.
The G unit's fine.
It's defensive line. Who steps up? Who's ready? What's it look like? How much do they mix it up? And I can't wait to watch 99, 88, and 55.
That's
I haven't
it's
been
gonna
as,
happen.
I haven't been as excited for a group of freshmen than I am about those 3 defensive linemen. Like, you went and got the top 2 defensive linemen in the country and the number 1 athlete in the country. 3 5-stars at one position. Like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We appreciate all of you spending your morning with us here as, man, you can feel the football in the air. And I think that's why today's show has just flown by, is because we're talking out of complete and utter excitement for football that's right around the corner at fall camp this week. And then at the end of this month, week 0 gets kicked off and college football is officially here. And you've got preseason football this
I think
week
we're
as
all
well.
bricked up right now.
Yeah, it's football time.
I know.
It's August. And, like, genuinely, and I know I said it when I opened the show up this morning, it has flown by.
I haven't been this excited since Trevante Valentine.
Come home. Like, is it just me, or has it not flown by?
I haven't been this excited since last year.
That's what also is so. I mean, I don't blame you if you don't believe us.
No, I get it.
We got lied to.
I think it flew by. And look, you're not a soccer guy, but the World Cup definitely helped.
You think so?
You can't deny that it helped.
I'm glad
Having
not
the
to
World
talk
Cup in the
about
middle
it.
of the summer was
I think
awesome.
what helped the most
Because baseball ended early.
Lane
were
Kiffin
the
and
off
Jay Johnson.
seasons that the teams put together.
Sure, but nothing's happened in the last month other than the Eastern Roll.
Yeah, we get to
Jerusalem.
but
Bro,
no, you
Jay
get to
Johnson
you get to
dominated.
settle in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, sure, you can talk your little soccer talk. We'll do it
look,
again in 4
I'm not
years.
wrong about that. Y'all
No,
can't-
I'm not
I
saying it
agree.
didn't help. I
yeah,
watched
no,
it.
thank you.
Punch.
Can't deny
Got a
it.
deal.
I know, I saw that. That was great.
I like
deny
him.
it. I know, I do too.
I caught the fever, and they fucking
They ruined it for me.
yeah they
That was
rectal,
They had the
rectal
opportunity.
thermometer,
They had the opportunity to win me over.
and then your
And then
favorite
they-
player. I think they sold that game
Really?
because of.
You think Tim Ring needed the money?
I think it
Matt
was,
Freese.
hey, if you want to make a statement and swing your dick around and get him to get your guy to play. Let's see what FIFA says about that.
I think Poch did not sell the game because I think he was
No,
looking
it's
for
not
another
him.
job.
It was not him.
No, but I don't think he would have been on board with that. I think he's looking for another
I think
club
that was.
job
I think it was above him.
above board.
Mm-hmm. There were people talking.
I'm on the phone with the president. Just got off the phone with the president.
It wasn't Tiger Woods,
No,
I
but
do agree that the World Cup did carry some people to the finish line.
no doubt.
I'm just not in that list. It helped, but it was not.
Cajun, it's hard not to agree. I don't think the offseason was crap.
Well,
but
Cajun loves it.
I think, yeah, no, he does, and he's
Not wrong.
I mean, think about it. Football season ends. You get to then the Kiffin stuff starts, and that brought you all the way to the middle of January.
As my
Like,
grandmother used to say, I wonder what the poor people are talking about. She was poor.
So, but we appreciate all of you getting your August started with us here this morning.
But imagine being nameless school, Arkansas.
Oh no! Imagine being anybody but LSU.
Right. If we can't do this, we can't do nothing.
Imagine being anybody but LSU.
and it's
Doesn't get
funny
any
because I
better
think
than
we're
this.
full of excitement. I
Well,
think
Wade.
No, it's all of it. Like they have crushed the offseason. Like it's from Kiffin,
Yeah.
that portal class, all of that, to Will Wade, that offseason, to Jay Johnson and everything he did the second the season went over. Like you just keep getting things right.
And I think a lot of it is excitement as compared
When's
to
the
the
other-
past when
That
it's
was
nervousness
it.
of
Yeah,
like there's a
right.
lot of teams right now that are really nervous. Like, bro, Texas fans are probably like they have to be good this year. They have to be like LSU. There's no pressure right now, really. Like, just don't go 6 and
Well,
7.
but it could happen.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying, don't do that, and it's not hard not to do that. Like, just
No, but I think of it as like just because I saw Spooderman, like the multiverse of this, of like Sorsby. The other defensive, like
Yeah.
the guy that went
Chaz
to
Coleman. No, think about all the things
That's
that could
my
have
life.
gone wrong. No, you could have ended up with Blake Baker as the Tulane head coach. Charlie Weiss Jr. as like the Giants offensive coordinator.
Could also go back even farther. We retain BK.
No, all of so many things. But you kept going. Check.
I would have killed myself.
Check.
this is the one universe
Check.
out of all the
Check.
millions that this goes right.
I don't know if I would be here if that were the current circumstance.
You'd get
I
brainwashed
cannot have done another
enough.
year.
I don't blame you.
You'd be pessimistic, but
No, I would do this job, but I think I would.
Yeah.
There would be. That's a red dot, brother.
move off the topic.
I know but like that's what makes me.
No,
you have to realize how bad it could be to realize how good this is without anything even happening, except for the one thing that happens.
Sit back and smile, boys.
Yes.
Sit back and smile.
All right. Because you could be Ole Miss right now. Could you imagine being Ole Miss?
They're
right now?
they're fired
No,
up.
the-
Oh yeah,
like-
they're happy, but they're nervous. Like, because they know in the back of their heads.
Oh no, they
know.
would rather have
No,
Lane.
Just like
see,
Texas knows, just like Bama
I
knows.
disagree. I don't think they're nervous.
Okay, if they're delusional enough, I think the
yeah,
honest
that's
Ole Miss
that's
fans.
the fun part of being a college football.
But I think
fan.
the honest fans are like,
No,
Coach.
I think the
They
honest
don't have-
fans are I don't think they're nervous.
there's fans out there that know. The
There's
deal.
no pressure on them this year.
like to stay relevant. There is, yeah.
No, I agree, but I'm saying like they have an excuse built in
nationally,
for
no.
but everything that happens, there is an excuse.
But that's it though. But that there's no pressure because they have no attention.
right.
They're gonna have even less attention if things go wrong. Like that is, if I'm an Ole Miss fan, this is the highest I've ever been on the mountaintop.
Right.
I am shitting.
No, that's
down
already
my
done.
leg.
That the highest on the mountaintop's already over.
Right.
You're not high up there anymore.
I am nervous because like you could fall off for eternity.
But
now.
why would I be nervous? Because I've got an excuse. I've got someone to blame for everything that goes wrong.
But you don't want to have to do that. Like I'm
I
saying, the
get what you're
honest
saying.
Ole Miss fan is not thinking like that. They're thinking like, like we have to
You're
retain the
assuming Ole Miss
success.
people have common sense. They don't.
No, some do.
No, they
Yes,
all
they do.
believe.
Every fan base has that
They
one.
all are
one,
going to
two
have the
people.
finger to point.
Not everybody's brain dead, right? I'm saying there are some Ole Miss fans that know the deal and are thinking to themselves like,
No,
if
we
don't-
better
if we
capitalize
don't keep
on this year.
if we don't have a Heisman winner, we don't make
Right.
the playoff.
Right,
like
right.
we're done.
No.
we
are
done.
They have to. I'm not disagreeing with. They do have to capitalize on this year. The pressure
Yeah.
is on them. But I'm saying if they don't, they have the built-in excuse already.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It's that first hit of crack fucking feels phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like you want it again.
Of course.
And like you can have excuses like dealer's bad, not showing up. That's fine, but you still know what it felt like.
I just don't think it really sets in for them
Right.
this season.
But
I think it's 3 years from now. If you underperform this
sure.
year, and then Kiwan and Trinidad are gone 3 years from now, that's when it's like,
No, is success sustainable? I don't know if you can do like it hasn't happened in my lifetime until Lane,
right.
and
Like-
now he's not there anymore. I get that, but I do think that there's like a real pressure for them to be like.
No, you should.
I understand what this felt like, and I would like to keep it. That's why you see their AD panicking.
Right, and they
Because I need to do something. I need to keep all of this. Like this is
Right.
this is
Super players.
You know that was the easiest year of his life until it wasn't.
Oh, for sure.
Like this is great.
Like I have to fire him.
And they don't have. I'm not here to poo-poo Ole Miss because it's unfortunate.
No, yeah, well, it's the.
But like to
it's
have
reality.
because I don't know. There's a lot that they can blame on Lane that they look to blame, like losing to Kentucky and Florida. Like they had so many chances to be like, oh, we're building a
Right.
powerhouse.
No,
LSU was in that spot too.
The 3 games they lost in 24, they had no business losing.
And LSU was in that spot without until Saban, but he did the deal. Like that was your chance.
Right.
Nobody poached him in 2003.
Right.
And like there's no if he's not coaching the BCS or the SEC championship or the BCS national championship, it's like what could have been.
Yeah.
Because who'd you hire after that?
What, after Nick left? Les Miles? 20. What was he? 28 and 24. Oklahoma State. Real
He's
good.
got more games coached than Pete does as a head coach.
That's true.
But other than that, I would fucking probably take Pete.
I would.
And it's unfortunate for Pete that you don't have what Nick left you. Like that's not the
No.
way the world works anymore.
But he
Lane
did-
Kiffin,
but-
if you had the transfer portal and you had Les Miles come in, you're cooked.
But this is the thing.
LSU would not be there.
But Lane left Pete.
I don't
Some
think
jewels.
I don't think that was on his own volition.
But still, those two were like
Left
that
him a
is.
little bit, but it's 1 year contracts. They're expiring.
Yeah, that's why they have to do it
That's
this
what
year.
I'm saying. Like I'm not disagreeing. That's why there is pressure on this season.
Trinidad real
but
good.
it's not going to set in for them after 1 year. Because they're going to sit back and they're going to say, it didn't happen this year because of that. We were set back, and there's all these built-in excuses.
Sure.
It'll be year 3 when you have no momentum and you
You're back
haven't
to
recovered
being
from it. And
Ole
you're
Miss.
like, I think we've fallen off the map.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to realize after 1
Like
year.
I feel like it's kind of like the Florida situation. Like they could not be more excited right now, but that's just because they haven't been anything in 10
No, that's
15
the
years.
beauty
Like,
of like getting a new car.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I might be a shit driver, but new car.
Like I'm gonna crash it, but at least it's new right now.
Yeah, right now it's
at least
good.
it looks new outside.
I mean,
but
but-
the moment I drive it, I'm gonna go crashing
Yeah,
that stop
Cassidy
sign down the
Tingle.
road. You know?
Shout out. But look, I mean, because look, we can talk about it from our perspective too. Like, we're in the same spot as Florida.
No,
Yes.
no.
We cannot.
Yeah, we have a new coach. Yeah, right.
No, we cannot believe that this can't possibly go wrong. I don't think it will.
I think Florida's further down the road than we
no,
are.
No. I'm not, you're missing my point.
Okay.
Florida is a fallen off program. They're not at the level of LSU.
Okay.
Without a doubt. That's why Lane came to LSU and not Florida. But Florida's mindset, the excitement is the same exact place we are in right now.
Yes.
Because nothing has gone wrong yet. We cannot sit back and be nothing will ever go wrong because something's going to go wrong. You're going to lose a game. Florida will probably lose more than us, but that we're all like that's where Kentucky is. That's where Auburn is. That's where there are 6 programs with new head coaches that are all in the same spot. Because what could go wrong right now?
LSU was in a cluster of teams that it shouldn't be a part of, like historically,
Right.
and it is. But you also won.
But
You kicked everybody down the
my
mountain.
favorite part is
You won
during
You
media days.
You won more, proved yourself.
they were not grouped in with those teams.
Right.
The Floridas and the Auburns and the Kentuckys and the Arkansas were all talked about in this one group over here, right? But LSU wasn't
Let's
grouped
see
in
who
with
gets
that.
fired first.
Right, like LSU wasn't in that first-year head coaches group. You know the group they were in? They were in this one over here with Georgia and Texas and Alabama of those teams better win a national championship.
Let's go, Kevin
That's the
Gosman to the
difference.
Cubs.
I
Yeah,
thought I got traded yesterday.
that 26 minutes ago.
There you go. To the Cubbies. Shout out. Got 2 Tigers on the Cubbies now, huh?
KG.
They played together.
They did.
Speaking of playing together, we didn't mention this. In
Get
the,
him out of Toronto, finally.
He loved Toronto.
What,
He did. And look, Toronto's not a bad place, but get back to America.
What, Perk and the Falcons?
In the Cubs.
No, that's just Wyatt will be wrong, and he'll have to swallow that.
That's fine.
I know.
I
that would be
wish
funny.
it wasn't the Falcons.
Me too. Because
But
you know he's picking off the Saints in a very
game-
important game
strip
in the
sack.
future. Like, it's coming up. Like,
No, it's not going to be a pick. It's going to be a strip sack, but you are right.
he will
Yeah,
pound the Saints with his
he's gonna rip AK who
football
never
skills.
fumbles.
Yeah. God.
It's
It's gonna happen. Like, it's whatever it is.
Yeah, he's a
something's gonna
playmaker.
happen. Because Deion Jones did it. Devin White did it.
Tyrann Mathieu did it.
Versus the
Daniil
Saints.
Hunter did it.
Who did he play for when he did it?
He played for the Arizona Cardinals. His first career
That's right,
interception
that's
was
right,
in the
that's right,
dome.
that's right.
Saints.
They all do it.
No,
They all do it.
You'll rue the day.
Odell did it. No, I think the Saints won that game, but Odell did do it.
No,
It's gonna
LSU
happen.
football players are really good, and the Saints never draft them.
Something in that
so.
water.
But no, I mean, when I saw the tweet that Perk was, and that's why I put the little shrug with it, because I was like, could have told you that. I'm not surprised whatsoever.
What's the fucking point? Like, it's 6th-round pick. Who cares? And that guy's look. I'll be wrong if I'm wrong. I'm taking a flyer on that.
Yeah.
No, I was not surprised at
You
all.
have to be almost.
that he's running with
You have
the
to be
ones.
almost fucking ignorant.
No, if I'm a defensive-minded head coach.
If I'm a fucking person with 2 eyes,
Oh, Bill Cosby 504. I'm
I'm drafting him at running back.
I'm at Saints training camp right now, and Barryon Brown is showing the hell out.
Yeah,
see,
that's-
like, great pick.
Yeah.
It was a great pick.
You look, and you trade Rashid Shaheed just to go get Rashid Shaheed. Like, that's no brainer.
No, it was
No-brainer.
when I saw the pick come through, I was like,
Thank
they
God.
freaking crushed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that A+.
No, I mean, it is. I also saw Jalen Polk retired yesterday. He was the
Yeah.
guy they got. He's 24.
The word was on the street that he wasn't making the roster. So
Yeah. But still, Barryon Brown returning kickoffs in the dome is going to be.
well, not only that.
sick.
Think of all the history of the quick Saints receivers that maybe never became a thing,
Well, and guess
or
what?
were a thing because they were going to become a thing. Tommy Lee, and then who was
Right.
it? Deion Smith. What was his name?
shoot.
Deontay Smith.
Deontay Hardy.
Deontay Hardy, and now Rashid
It was Harris,
Shaheed,
and then it became Hardy.
and, like, dude,
Well,
this
and you
is
know my favorite part about
perfect.
Barryon Brown? He's wearing number 19.
yeah, that is cool. Devery.
He's got Devery's number.
Yeah, that is so cool.
God, if you could run that deep post.
Coach.
Devery was open
Every-
you can't run with me.
And
Everybody was surprised every single time.
And Barryon, you can't run with him.
No, you can't run with me.
No, when I saw them put him in 19, I was like,
Yep.
they know what they're doing. They're marketing it well.
Oh. That Devery was something.
I figured that would put a smile on your face, LC.
Barryon Brown bubble screen to the crib.
I want
I want to see
that
him.
deep over.
I
No,
want to
no,
see
no.
him
I want
unhitch
him
the
to-
trailer once.
I want him to.
He don't got
take
no
on
trailer.
4 guys.
I know. No. I agree. I want to see that too. But I got to
Gone.
see him take screen passes at
I
LSU.
agree. I agree.
I want to see a go, please. Finally.
I also want
Let
to
me see a
him kick
Barryon
the
Brown
return.
go. Just
I want to see that hand.
send it. Tyler Shuck, uncork it, buddy. Let
You
19
can't throw
go
it farther
get it.
than I can go.
Let 19 go get
That's
it.
what
We
Drew
need
Brees,
it.
like, I can't throw
No,
it
no.
farther. It's same thing with Ted Ginn.
No.
I can't throw it farther than
Not at
I
all.
can throw it as far as I
Oh,
want.
Ted Ginn was in 19 too.
I'm gonna
Gosh,
need a.
dog
I'm
it.
gonna need a.
What are they
Brown
doing to us?
19
No, I don't
jersey.
know, but I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna need a Brown 19 color rush.
You know what would be like instead of the Browns
khaki?
jersey where they have all of the like bad quarterbacks like listed out like just 19s for like it'd be such a niche.
What Devery, Ginn,
Brown? Be like,
Sick.
Why?
Who are we missing? There's someone we're missing.
Probably in the
Defensive.
chat. But like if you did that for LSU in
Yeah,
7,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
That's
just
what
all
they're
the
gonna
way
do
down.
in the
Giles.
on the facade.
he doesn't make the cut.
No, but that
Stop
would
it.
be a good.
I
that would
don't.
be a
I
niche jersey.
feel bad for that man.
Me too. It wasn't his fault.
No, we're just.
Should have never done that.
No, but that's the
Over our
definition
skis
of
a little
niche
bit.
jersey. Like, oh, you have a Jonathan Giles 7 jersey. That's
You know how.
awesome.
You know how tormented you have to be to wear a Jonathan Giles jersey. Like, brother, let it go.
Well, you know what the niche jersey isn't. The
That's
7
a great
jersey.
one.
No, no, it's not the 7. If you get the 12 Giles jersey,
No,
that's
you're.
the niche
Yeah,
jersey.
no, you're
Yeah.
fucked in the head.
Yeah, if you get the 12,
You've never
Giles,
recovered.
That's the niche one.
It's like walking
because-
around with a Bryce Underwood jersey.
Yeah.
19.
19.
Yeah, and doing it in 19 years.
Koozie.
Like that would make me
Granger,
laugh
88.
if I'm still around and then somebody in like what was 12 when that happened, and they're in college, and it's like an Underwood night. It's like ball. Like what
You went through it with us,
What'd your
cuz.
dad do to you?
Bryce Harper LSU baseball jersey.
Yeah, but that
34.
was like Underwood was real.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was real.
Giles was real.
He was a player at
Giles
Tech
happened.
too.
Oh,
I mean, he was a baller.
1,500 receiving yards and like
He
12
was a
touchdowns.
baller.
He wasn't wrong. He just wrong. You just don't have Patrick Mahomes.
Trying to see this. Rattler threw one to Barry on.
No, don't tell Pirate.
Oh,
Life.
he overthrew. He didn't catch it.
No.
Guy, he was wide open.
Rattler
though.
overthrew him.
Oh, wait. Here's a 1-on-1 rep for Barry on. Oh my gosh. Whooped him off the line.
Also-
He's gonna be.
Yeah, he's making the team.
He's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, he was already gonna make the team as a
Well, I'm
returner,
just-
but now he's gonna play wide receiver.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Also, cornerback tandem we didn't mention 2010. Mo Claiborne as a sophomore, Patrick Peterson as a junior.
Oh.
Mo Claiborne had 5 picks.
Because they're not throwing at
6'2",
7, so we're
210.
throwing at that one.
Like,
No, I mean,
well,
like, that is
fuck.
that's what LSU's been. Like, we have the scouting report guy on one side. Who are we going to throw at? Well, we'll try.
You could tell
but
me
it's not
that
gonna
Mo
work.
Claiborne's 5'11", I will show you.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, it's just that 3-year stretch just stands out to me because it was back-to-back-to-back years where you saw it just kind of trickle down from.
Oh yeah, it was an unbelievable
Yeah,
run.
it was. I'm not throwing at Greedy. Fulton picks it off. I'm not throwing at Fulton. Stingley picks it off. I'm not throwing at Stingley. Eli Rick picks it off.
Fulton Stingley was. Oh, I couldn't wait for Christian Fulton to get on the field.
Oh, and when Fulton switched from 22 and then he comes back with 1, I was like,
Player.
dog. He was so
Good
good.
times. Do it again. PJ Woodland gonna be out there. They keep talking
They
about
keep talking about him. PJ and DJ.
Fulton.
him.
he is.
Dude, I can't believe what he had to go through. That's unbelievable. Fake penis. But dude, I respect that. That makes me want to draft you more. I want to play.
Like, you tried.
Dog.
And didn't have to. His
Dog.
piss was clean.
How many other LSU receivers make to the NFL as a rookie? I think Xavier Thomas is a shoe-in with
100%.
the Bears. He is a dog.
Oh, and he's gonna be that offense.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. No. I mean, Ben Johnson was in the room when they
Ben Johnson,
drafted Xavier.
Green Ellis.
He's going to replace
Ben
Odell.
Johnson, Green Ellis. Aaron Anderson,
Can come
Hopefully.
back.
What's
player.
What's his camp report looking like right now? Do we have any highlights?
I haven't
or anything?
seen
'Cause
much.
We saw a Xavier Bears highlight.
I've seen some clips from Brown's camp of Aaron,
Okay.
but I just
I just wish
It's hard
he
to
went
believe.
somewhere else.
I have
believe
the
that he won't
I know
make it.
I have the utmost belief in Aaron Anderson.
He could come
as a
back.
football player.
to LSU. Undrafted.
He signed a pro contract, though, didn't he? Pro contracts are ruled out.
I mean, injunction.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
nothing-
but like that was what was in the 20.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You signed a pro contract, which
Oh,
is RJ.
I wonder what would have happened.
RJ Luis. Is he now on? Is his stock rising, or is he like still kind of in the same
Will
spot? of,
Wade
like-
has been extremely confident in
Well,
RJ
this
the
shit- this
entire
does-
time.
I guess.
It's
I
something
guess we'll
different.
just have to wade.
We'll just have to wade.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Should we do our? Should we
I'm
do
not
our,
gonna say it.
Okay.
should we do our LSU trivia? He can't hold it in over there. He's gonna lose his mind.
It's gonna be sad doing it without Wyatt.
We can't do it without Wyatt.
Did you get it?
I don't know what you're saying.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off air.
All right.
What are we doing? Trivia?
LSU trivia.
Did you FaceTime him?
We should.
Oh yeah, good
Do
idea.
it. FaceTime Wyatt.
Let's make sure.
Go ahead and mute Chrissy's mic real quick.
Yeah.
Which one are you?
You can just mute all of them. Play some music for a second. Why? $2 super chat came Cajun curveball, 2 claps. Ready. Shador to Aaron and Shuck to Brown. Gonna be fun with the wilted rose. Look, Shuck to Brown is gonna be fun.
Shador to Aaron will be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Those two are going at each
nice.
I was a top 50 overall recruit.
This is,
Anybody.
It's going to be someone that
Harold
wasn't
Perkins.
You think he did that quickly?
Maybe because of the picture that came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good, like, what's the game we play? Athletic Connections guess? Like something relevant?
Something to go with the day. Let me try Perk.
For some reason, I'm thinking Freak Anderson.
Anthony Johnson.
Freak Johnson, excuse me.
Anthony Johnson.
Dick
You
Anderson
can
on the
say
brain.
it. You can say Anthony
No,
Johnson.
I'm not doing that
He's
again.
active on our social media too. Shout out.
Freak was...
No, I remember whenever I went to Dutchtown in 5th grade, and of course Eric Reed, Dutchtown. So Eric Reed came back to talk to us on like one of the last days of school.
Yeah, biology major.
He brought Freak with him, and
This is what real school looks like.
and like I was, of course, 11 years old, 10 years old. Nobody else was the LSU fan I was.
Hell
And
yeah.
So they're all, of course, going to Eric Reed because he's the Dutchtown guy, and he was like the man. I go up to Freak Johnson, I was like, Freak! And he started dying laughing. I vividly remember as a 10-year-old.
Oh, now we're doing it.
10 years of free.
Double-digit jersey number.
Check.
Check. So who had a, I mean,
Perk did.
he did wear 40.
Let's do it.
So he played for
is so
he
tough.
played for Les and O.
Or he played for O and Kelly.
Or he played for Owen Kelly, that's true.
Or he played for Saban.
Saban didn't get
Les.
fired. Saban didn't get fired.
Oh, it's fired.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Saban just left us. Two different head coaches at LSU.
Top 50 overall recruit.
B.J. Ojolari.
What was Chart? He's 7.
Jaquelin Roy.
He was 17.
Yeah.
Who, Chark?
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's who it is.
No.
I don't think he was top
He didn't play
50.
for, and he didn't play for both coaches.
No,
No,
he
he did
didn't.
play for Les. He did play for Les.
Yeah,
He
oh
was
yeah, because you
82
got
for
that.
Les.
82,
That
that's
end
what it was.
around and.
Oh, he was going to
against
transfer if
Texas
he didn't
Tech.
get that.
Oh.
There's the story. I don't think he was top 50 overall recruit, though.
Yeah, I think he doubled it. I think he ended with that. Yeah, I don't think he ever. Like, I think it just means he wasn't the same coach ever.
Top 50.
Top 50 overall recruit. Who played for? I'm trying to think of people that went from O to Kelly in that first year.
BJ?
Yeah, but I don't know
I don't know
if
if
he
he
was
was
top
top
50.
50.
Because Jaquelin Roy was highly ranked as well, but he wasn't top 50. It makes me think it's less to O, because they were still recruiting top-notch players. What was that? The first year, 2017. What is he doing?
No, he just got up.
I need a pee.
Go pee.
pee?
Yeah, I might take this shit.
Well, that's not why we're kicking you out.
No, I don't know.
Just want you to go use the restroom.
If you need a pee, pee. And I didn't like you pacing around.
Oh, let's see what the chat says.
They haven't put out any names.
Mason Taylor?
No, never played for O. He was a freshman in 22. I'm trying to think of who was on that team in 2017.
I mean, it's not Nas.
No, I'm thinking it's from Les to O
Oh, okay.
instead of O to Kelly. So I think it's like, it could be. Tre'Davious White was drafted after 16. He didn't play in 17.
Thankful.
Who went from 16 to 17 on the defensive side of the ball who still played?
You have to start naming people.
I know. It's got to be because it does. Like I agree with Cajun. Like it's probably a defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Devin White played. He was number 24 in 2016 in Les's last year, and then was with O in 17 and 18. Dwevin.
Never.
Went off in my 2 career bowl games, scoring 24 points on my own.
So offensive.
Okay.
Running back, wide receiver.
24 points on my own. That's such an interesting number. I mean,
That's a. Jamal didn't score. Yeah, update on it.
I haven't updated yet. I mean, I don't even
That's
know.
so 7. How do you score 3 points?
There's no safety in this, is there?
Would have kicked the field goal.
Right, so it's a kicker.
Maybe.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
no,
it's
6. It's 6 4 times. He says 4 touchdowns.
Oh yeah. They don't get the extra point. Nice.
that is
Good math.
Look
Yeah,
at good
thank
math
you.
over there.
I'll-
Or it's a field goal kicker that kicked 8 field
That
goals.
definitely did not happen.
Oh,
Not at all, too.
whoa, buddy.
They would have missed.
So who scored 4 touchdowns in their 2 career bowl games?
Kayshawn? No, double digit.
Malachi Dupree, Traven Doral.
He played for both.
Dupree, no, neither of them did. Chark did,
And he scored.
and he scored. It might be DJ Chark. No. Okay. The Joker and Willy Wonka would have loved my wardrobe.
Tingle and Co.
When I recently did interviews with Moscona, Tingle & Co. and SEC Network. You can come see me ball versus another purple team soon. It's Trey'Dez Green.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a player on the day.
Wardrobe.
It's Trey'Dez.
nice. Shout out Tingle.
There we go. Shout out Tingle & Co. It's Trey'Dez. He has had 2 different head coaches. Was a top 50 recruit. He has balled out in those 2 career.
Yeah,
ball
I was
games.
gonna say that, but I didn't think it was possible.
I didn't think
Alright,
it was going to be
T-boy.
I didn't think it was going to be a
Seems so
current
recent,
player.
yeah.
But shout out
Because
he has
is the bowl game merchant.
he
right
has
now.
dominated the 2 bowl games he's played in.
Yeah.
Scored 2 touchdowns in each of them.
That Houston.
Shout out to clue number 5.
Yeah.
Obviously, we did that on
Good thing we didn't get it before clue number 5.
And
That
he
is
told
true.
us not to. Yeah.
There we go. Shout out Trey'Dez Green. Dog. Shout out Trey'Dez. I mean, now it makes so much sense. That purple suit was
He's awesome, man.
fire. Shout out to Pierce Bespoke.
So 24 points isn't enough.
No, it's not.
6, 7, 2, 4, 8.
But I'll tell you what, that bowl game against the Texas Bowl against Baylor, I was
No,
like,
that
where he doubled every stat he had all season. I was like, okay, all right. And then the bowl game last year against Houston, that one-handed catch he made, corner of the end zone against Houston, coach.
I don't know who got served. Well, I guess Chris Hilton did. Bowl game merchant.
Yep.
Oh, Chris Hilton bowl game.
Who drafted him? I can't believe he ran
Commanders.
so slow.
He didn't get drafted, but he signed with the Commanders.
I can't believe he did. I would have lost a lot of money.
Me too. Well, think about it from my standpoint. Played against my school in high school all 4 years. Played me in basketball in high school too, and it was like
You're different.
because both Brian Thomas and Chris were in Central's district at Walker and Zachary. And it was like, what is going on? And then LSU got both of them the year after I graduated. And now I could be fans of it. And I was like, yes. I took a charge on Brian Thomas.
I've heard that. I've heard
Told everybody. It hurt.
That hurt.
It hurt. But I thought both of them, because my senior year,
It
Chris's
does
junior
validate
year,
you when you're
Yeah.
like, that's a player, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
My senior year football, Chris Hilton's junior year, so they had Keelan Brown was the quarterback. He ended up going and playing at Memphis. They scored a touchdown every drive.
As they should.
It just threw it to Chris every time, and it was like, okay.
Nice. No, Chris Hilton has been a legend since his freshman year at Zachary.
No, he was different. Different. I hate that it didn't work out for him. Like that he didn't get to experience it at LSU.
Not an area moment.
No. But man, he balled out in those bowl games, though. Let's go 13 for 13. Close this thing out on this Monday morning. We appreciate all of you hanging out with us live here at Tingle & Co. Shout out to Carter for that fifth clue.
That is very nice.
Shout out. We appreciate Carter. Okay. We've got the New York Liberty, the New York Knicks. Wait. That's interesting, because actually there's St. John's in there as well. Maybe it's Brooklyn teams or something. I don't know.
You can go
Okay, trade deadline, trade rumors, trade block,
trade offer.
trade offer. Rumors and both of the top left.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Is it going to be?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
What is that?
Golf shit.
Golfers. Okay.
And then the Phillies, the Braves, the Mets, and the Nationals. And then it's going to be these New York teams. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Easy peas.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
What?
I usually type in TR. And it brings up the Daily Dozen trivia. They brought up Fredez Green instead. So,
Love that.
yeah, they could have been more.
Shout
happy.
out.
We'll be happy.
Chase Young does look exquisite in the uniform.
Yeah. Are you like Danielle Hunter level?
He is a freak.
Like, how are you not the best player in the NFL?
They're infiltrating our system.
I don't want to go to Walmart. Go back. Mom, it's Walmart.
Walmart.
It's a pop-up. I wasn't looking at that.
Mom, it was a virus on my computer. I was trying to get up and my pants fell off.
That's an unbelievable.
That is
Heath Ledger.
no. It's
looks
Captain
like the
Marvel.
Joker.
What's her name? Lloyd?
Oh, she's so hot before she shaved
Bree.
her head. Scarlett Johansson.
No.
No, I know. She's so hot before she shaved her
Larson.
head.
What do you think I was going to?
You messed it up last time. She was an answer. Do you remember that?
Now I'm trying to think of who I was thinking of.
Do you remember who you were thinking of?
Stan Lee.
That's Sasha Grey. No, oh, you know who this is? This is
It's the dude from The Good Place.
yeah. And How to Write a Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Funny guy. Older guy. Oh yeah, I did let that
That's
rip.
what you said last time.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was
I
like,
really
of course
thought-
I did that on purpose.
Oh, he's late.
I always call him back now. Tell him
Who's that?
Tell him too late.
You
Oh,
gonna read
yeah.
the clues?
I was looking at Olave versus Kool-Aid, then it just gave me straight up.
We'll call him back.
He's calling you again.
Answer it. Tell him you're live on Tingle and
We're
Co.
live, we're live, we're live.
Hell yes.
That is awesome. Put him in the camera.
Hold on. Up higher? Yeah. It's me, Wyatt.
up, Wyatt? The internet's terrible. Look at that vacation. Look
What
at
is
that
that?
house.
That
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Living large.
I had to blast twice.
We wanted you to play LSU trivia with us.
Oh, damn. Did you play it already?
Yeah, we played it already.
Fuck.
But there's a
We'll do
ting.
it again tomorrow. I'll be ready.
We will. Make sure you go play it yourself.
Okay, I will. I saw Carter said to show the fifth slide. Or the fifth include?
Yep.
Yeah, we showed it, so you can get in as little as guesses as you can.
Okay, I got it. Is it hard? Is it like, help me out?
It's a little confusing. It's not hard
Okay,
though.
all right.
It was fun to
Okay.
get to the fifth, but we needed to get to the fifth.
Yeah, we needed the fifth clue actually.
Okay, perfect. Are y'all still live?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
live right now.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing in the chat?
There you
Good to
go.
see everybody.
They're doing good. Good numbers day today without Wyatt actually.
I know, I saw that, and it kind of pissed me off. I had to come home immediately.
They did say great week for you to choose to go on vacation.
I didn't choose it. This was my family's decision.
It's okay.
I mean, you're at a great spot.
you earned it.
Missed the opening of fall camp.
You earned your vacation.
Are you going?
I don't know yet. Find out today the schedule.
Well, appreciate you, Wyatt,
Thank you, Wyatt.
for all the Redditillians.
Oh, wait, so you might not be going?
Depends on the practice schedule that comes out today.
What's it dependent on, the show? If you're doing the show during practice?
What?
What's it dependent on?
What do you
What
think?
do you mean? The practice schedule is deciding if I'm going on vacation or not.
Oh.
Oh wow, this is 2010, Alabama, Trey Richardson.
Oh, yeah. Wait, 2007?
No, it's
Oh
not.
God.
Thank God, no. Don't ever bring his name up again. He ruined my life. Had nightmares about that guy. Totaling 7,800 yards with a different AFC North team. So who's in the AFC North? That is Bengals, Steelers, Browns, Ravens. Over 1,300 yards his first year with the Browns, helped them win 10 games in 2007. So he was on one team, then he goes to the Browns, and he has 1,000 yards.
That was their best year. They had Derek Anderson. They had the guy that smoked weed all the time.
Josh Gordon? Not in 2007.
Is that not right?
I feel like Josh Gordon was later.
Was he later?
Maybe. I don't know. Who would have gone from
Peyton Hillis.
the Bengals or the Ravens or the Steelers to the Browns?
And had 1,300 yards. Willis McGahee?
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna get it.
Well, yeah, 2007 is when you were born.
No, this
2
is
years
this
after.
is mine.
I can't wait to see Spider-Man tonight. Let's skip it and come back.
I need to go get a Spider-Man mask to wear to the movie.
They won't let you in.
Won't let you in?
Before moving to California in 19... Oh, they were the Philadelphia Warriors, weren't they? So it should be Pennsylvania. That was when Wilt played for them. They were the Philadelphia
But it's a
Warriors.
city.
Oh, so Philadelphia.
Nice.
University named Steve as their captains and traded both. What a great decision. I have no clue.
Islanders? Steve Ott's Islanders, huh? On one of the orange teams?
Yeah, because we know.
I like that.
But it's worth a try. I trust you, Chrissy. If you get it right.
Ah, it's okay.
I don't know who Ott played for.
Ronald Reagan carried 48 out of 50 states in the 1984.
Minnesota!
Defeating this former vice president and Minnesota senator.
I don't know the losers.
Nice. Good line. I don't know who Reagan beat. I do remember seeing the map of the country, though.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was unbelievable.
Was that Joe Biden?
No.
Oh, the Sabres.
Oh, Tim Walz, Minnesota.
Yeah,
Nice.
the linebacker coach.
Minnesota.
We're going to run a 3-4 defense against America.
Against America.
He used the transfer portal.
Tim Walz.
Ah, this
Multiple ways, really.
Is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
More basketball.
Transition portal.
You're cooked.
That was good. Come on, the transition portal. Yeah, I'm hopping in the portal, Mom.
This chain, known for choking chicken items, is currently collaborating with country star Megan Maroney as a...
This is Cane's. Because they have the Megan
You
Maroney.
horny bastard.
They have the Megan Maroney cutouts.
You're horny for Canes and Megan Maroney.
Oh, give her my sauce cup.
Extra sauce. Give
Detroit
her
radio
Stand-up
DJ.
comedian played a Detroit radio DJ living with his girlfriend on this Fox sitcom that ran from 1992 to 1997. Featured Tisha Campbell and Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. I don't know this one.
This sounds like a fun show.
It does sound like a good show. I kind of don't like that I don't know it. And haven't seen it.
Oh, who's the redhead? Beats off in public.
Never heard this reference.
Louis C.K.
Oh, Louis C.K.
Is he from Detroit?
No idea.
Martin.
Oh my god. I don't think it's Martin. Is it Martin? Yeah.
Oh, it's just Martin.
Is this
Doc Martin, big time.
Yeah, it is Martin.
Oh, here you go,
Oh,
Chrissy.
what's his name? I mean, I just know him as.
Who had a major role as villain Dr. Otto Octavius
What's Doc Ock's real
in the
name? in real
2004
life?
film Spider-Man 2?
I only know him as Doc Ock.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could not tell you his real name.
Like the actor's name?
Yeah.
Doc Ock.
He's Doc Ock.
Yeah, fuck. I don't
Like
know.
if I saw him in another movie, I would say
Louis C.K.?
Look,
I
it's
didn't
Doc
even.
Ock.
I knew Green Goblin is Green Goblin and what's his name? What's his real name?
Which Green Goblin are you talking about? The
He's
dad
in,
or the son?
No, the last name of the guy who plays Green Goblin. Not plays him, but is Green Goblin. Oscorp.
No, he plays him.
Oscorp.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew him as Oscorp.
Norman Osborn.
Osborn, yeah. I didn't know his.
Oscorp's the
But
company.
he's more famous as an actor.
He is
Yeah,
a very
he's a
famous
good-
actor.
very
He's
good
a
casting.
great. He's a
Yeah.
great actor.
He's good in the last one that we watched.
Just put Doc Ock. We'll get it wrong, but it's really right.
I don't think Doc Ock's going to be an option.
Well, they're gonna have to get over it.
I don't know his IRL name.
Music.
Make you lose control.
Mercic. This famous
God's
country artist.
country. Blake Shelton.
This is Blake Shelton. Yeah.
God's country.
I don't know.
I saw the light in a sitting back on a for a drink of
Strawberry
God's
wine.
country. I saw the light in a... That song is
God's Country.
good song.
It's a banger. play God's Country for me. And the boys round here.
We still have a chance to
drinking
double
ice
dip.
cold beer. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco. Spit.
No way. That's a lyric?
That's
You never
not
heard-
in that song.
It's not
but
in that song.
Chew tobacco, chew
I
tobacco,
just think
chew
my
tobacco,
favorite is
spit.
chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco.
Yeah. Jesus.
It
I
is
do
in
get-
Boys Round Here. It's not in God's Country.
What boys, right?
But boys round here.
Yeah.
I do
drinking
can-
that ice cold beer.
Yeah, perfect.
See, my parents would listen to that,
Chew tobacco,
and
chew
that's
tobacco,
why I
chew
hate
tobacco,
country
spit.
now.
I ain't as good as I once was.
No, the Brett Favre
Well,
song.
that's
My dad
Allegedly.
Said, my dad said that was the Brett Favre song.
Chew tobacco, chew tobacco.
No,
chew tobacco.
I ain't as good as I once was.
But I'm as good once as I
Ever
ever was.
Yeah.
that is a great song. Lloyd's a country boy and he knows it.
No, what
No.
what does he
Look at that
say?
little country smirk over there.
I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about I ain't talking about you. Number one, oh me, oh my.
there
We
you
can
go.
talk about you
You probably love
usually.
Red Solo
But
Cup.
occasionally, I want to talk about me. I want to talk about I. Talk about number one, oh me, oh my, Mr. Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. What's up, Pat McAfee?
What happens if you let it finish scanning?
We'll never know.
I feel like you would like you're a Red Solo Cup song guy.
See that I don't think of that
that?
as really much of
Solo
a country
cup.
song.
I fill you up.
Let's have a party. I feel like you would like that one.
No, my dad would play that song.
Of course.
The number one, oh me, oh
Uh-huh.
my. Whenever he and his wife, my mother, would get in an argument. Like, sometimes talk about me.
There he is.
Oh, golf
So long.
clubs.
bought somebody whoever wants it. You have it.
Oh my gosh.
You got that trade as
That is
green
a-
jacket
that
on
is a great
today.
jacket.
I like that.
I do.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I like the
Stripes.
well, I like the pin. Oh yeah.
Did you put it in the thing? In the lapel?
Yeah, he knows
See?
how to do it.
Class.
Didn't make it.
He's on vacation.
Vacation.
His whole life is vacation.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's true. You can't wait till he's with
Later.
you on vacation.
Sick golf bag.
We just break it.
Yeah, I don't play golf, so one of y'all.
Max would love that.
Yeah, y'all take it.
What do you want at LC? I don't know who the Minnesota center would have been.
You should have asked him. Tricky Sunshine.
He would probably know that. Okay. Doc Ock.
I like this answer.
Oh, god damn you, Pat.
That sure does look good.
It looks really good.
I mean, I know his face. What's his name?
Is this the clip you were looking at?
Oh no, is he?
Rattler to Bearhound.
All right.
No, I haven't seen this one. Let me watch it. I just watch. I just restarted it, and then you turned it off for me. He's gonna play a lot of football. Good pick. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us here on this. We did, yeah, bad day. It's okay, Johnny. Yeah, we miss you. We'll be back tomorrow morning live. It was Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis. Nice.
We'll be back tomorrow morning live here from our Southern Regional Medical Center studios. Always brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel. We'll get our LSU fall camp practice schedule soon. Let you know what our schedule is going to be around football practice and what the show schedule is going to be for the remainder of the week. We'll be back tomorrow morning live, 8 a.m.
Want to talk about me? Want to talk about I? Want to talk about number one? Crack a cold beer in my ass.